Hey everyone, I just want to let you know that thanks to our friends over at Anchor FM, we're now able to bring you Starlost Seas on a bunch of new platforms. You can now find us on Spotify, Google Podcast, Breaker, Radio Public, and Apple Podcast. If you guys are interested in checking it out, make sure you check the description down below. And one more thing, this Saturday, June 19th at 4 p.m. Eastern, we'll be doing our first review session of Starlost. This will cover questions, comments, and just a general summary of everything that's happened from episode 1 to 7. Feel free to bring questions as we'll be more than happy to answer. And without further ado, thank you so much for the support you've been showing, and let's get into the episode.
Hello everybody! Welcome back
Hello.
to D&D. Is it D&D or D-Andy? What do you guys say?
I say DND,
And
like the letter N. Because, I don't like using an ampersand. That's just the only reason.
I'm glad we know Kay doesn't like ampersands now. Welcome back to Starlost Seas!
Yo, it looks
I
like
don't
someone's
trust him.
dragging his butt on the floor, you can't trust that.
I suppose. That's not my reasoning, but sure, I'll go with that.
Last session, we finally had a long rest. Everybody found out they've been gone for a month. We got on the good boat that Harmon is not captain of. Lorelei is captain of. You all went to bed, and when you woke up, you discovered nobody knew where they were. You were in the middle of a deep fog, surrounded by strange stone arches and pillars. And when Twink went to investigate, discovered a strange material from the stone, and you were all immediately assailed by a baker's dozen of Sahuagins, who you all promptly murdered, very effectively, by the way. Dolus then threatened one of them. They called off the attack. Dolus then killed that one he threatened immediately afterwards.
On accident.
On accident.
brutally.
And you discovered that you were initially attacked because they thought that Archibald was the outsider, some being that has raised the pillars up from the ocean floor and conjured this fog. You are now, at the behest of both Lorelei and the Sahuagin, going to encounter this outsider so that you can get rid of him and find your way out of the fog and continue onward towards Shade Step.
Say what you will about Harmon, at least he knew where he was going.
And that's where we're gonna start the session today. All right, you're all on the deck of the ship as the Sahuagin stands near the bow, pointing his trident and occasionally adjusting the angle as Lorelei guides you through the fog.
Lotus wants to do the same thing with one of the 3 tridents that she has.
Okay.
She's just mimicking the Sahagin.
Do it with all
Are you
3
pointing the
tridents.
same direction as it?
I'm doing my best to point in the same direction as it, but I'm not noticing if it changes every so often, so she's just pointing straight.
Okay.
Dolus is gonna walk up next to her, and every time it moves, the Sahuagin moves, he kind of adjusts her trident so it's pointing the right way.
This is fantastic family building. I love this.
Twink's
job.
gonna take some time to take a look at the damaged cannons from the fight and see if he can repair any of them.
Okay. Let's, for that, what kind of... What the hell would a cannon roll be? So the sudden realization that I have to roll for a cannon.
Roll cannon.
Roll.
Would it just be intelligence?
Roll, yeah, I'm just gonna have you make a flat intelligence check on that one.
All right, would I get a proficiency with my tools?
You will get proficiency with your tools. Double. You
Roll
know.
cannon, and if you fail, it's filler.
That's an
Roll.
18.
That's an 18. You recognize that one of the damaged cannons is repairable, but the other one, unless you have a whole forge with you, it's just scrap at this point.
Okay. Is Lorelei around, visible?
She
for me?
is on that. She is manning the helm currently.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to her, and Twink's gonna look at me and go, "You know the cannons down there?
She goes, "Aye, they cost me a pretty penny."
Well, I could fix one of them."
She goes, "You think you can fix them before we get there?"
I think I could fix one of them before we get there.
I would appreciate it very much. You have access to anything you need from the store.
Well, the cost of my fees will be the scrap from the other cannon.
So you'll fix one in return for the
You can have two
ramshackle
broken
bits of
cannons
the
if
other.
you'd like.
Fine. I don't even care. I don't.
All right.
She just like waves you off with a hand.
It pulls the hammer out, starts twirling it as he walks towards the cannon.
Oh my god. All right, Twink is hardy at work repairing one of the swivel cannons.
Socks is
Kieran-
just curious. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go, Kieran.
I was gonna say, Kieran will like snap, and in like a little puff, the puff of smoke isn't part of the spell. The puff of smoke is him casting prestidigitation to make it look cooler. He'll summon Siren and ask her to fly off a little bit ahead of the boat and just keep an eye out in the direction they're pointing.
Okay.
And as she flies away, I just want to cast light on her head so she just glows.
All right.
Goes,
There is
goes
now
our wheel."
There is now a glowing raven flying through the fog in the general front end of the ship. So you all just
And-
see this sort of beacon of light.
Keep a sight off just ahead of us so I have an early warning system. Canary in a coal mine, I think is the phrase.
Did you say keep the sight off?
Oh, keep a sight ahead of the boat.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
so there's an early warning system.
I'm like, hang on, I'm confused. What are you doing?
I say
I'm
many
like-
words and I speak very well.
You're doing fantastic, kid. Yes, so there is now a glowing bird flying at the front end of the ship. To just the point that you could just sort of see a white light through the fog.
Socks is just kind of walking Archibald back to the first mate's room because he's like, "You're taking this one out. Like there's no way in hell whatever we're about to go against will let you fight. Mostly because I'm afraid you'll explode."
And Archibald's like, but fighting is... It's like, but fighting is kind of fun. And I mean, you might need me.
Socks clicks his tongue, takes his quarterstaff off from like the latch it has on his bag and hands it to him and goes, "You're using this unless we absolutely need you to cast."
He claps and he's like, yes, awesome. I will not, I mean, I don't know how to use it.
Well, you take it and you hit someone with it.
Okay.
And that's it. No magic, no booming blade, no green flame blade, just stick hit.
But what if the stick doesn't work?
You're the one that said the magic hurt you.
I mean, it hurts, but so does dying because something else is killing me.
Then unless absolutely necessary, hit stick.
Fine. Archibald takes the quarterstaff and walks back out away from the first mate's quarters. Eager to join. Before you guys can do really anything else, Siren through the fog starts cawing and comes flying back really, really quickly.
Whoa. What's up?
She tells you to stop the boat because you're about to hit something.
Captain, stop the boat. I think there's a thing in the water. Or something that... Stop the boat. Stop the boat.
I'd like to start flying in the direction that Siren came from.
Okay, you set off in the direction that you came from. The boat's going very slowly at the moment. Like, it's just basically drifting a few feet at a time. So there is still time when you get out there for you to notice that it's, like 100 feet from smacking into an island.
Dolus is gonna start flying back and start yelling, "Stop the boat!" Just screaming at the top of his lungs to tell them to stop.
Lorelai kind of groans and gives the signal, and Eggold and another mate drop the anchors on the back. And then she's like, "All right, why?"
There's an island about 100 feet towards the direction you're heading.
Thought we were 2 weeks away. Well, time, I guess.
She kind of pinches the bridge of her nose and she goes, "In the future, you can just say land. We do know to stop the boat when there is land."
Right, I don't know that.
That's why I'm telling you for in the future. And she kind of just like, you can tell she's like frustrated, but you have a point. So she's like,
Right.
she goes, "All right, landing party. Who's going?"
Dolus seeing Lotus raise her hand, he raises his hand too. Wait, huh? Why?
And she's like, "Of course, the adventurers. Fantastic." Harmon goes, "I think it best I stay with the sea. It's where I'm meant to be." And she goes, "Poetic. Fantastic." Eggold, get a rowboat.
Poor guy.
Socks, as he's getting ready to go, actually goes over to one of the crew members and goes, "Listen, so I gave my quarterstaff to the one that nuked half the things that walked onto the boat. Do you have a sword or another staff or bow? I can use a lot of weapons, but now I need a spare."
They just kind of stare at you for a few seconds, and they go, "I got this." And they pull up a knife.
It's great, I have one of
Can I see
those.
this?
You would see this because you're near the boat getting ready, yeah.
Socks! Socks.
Oh, it's a harpoon.
Yes, Lotus.
In her hand, she has one of the 3 tridents.
Yes.
have
Ironically
another
enough, I think the
And
trident
another
is
one.
one of the only things I actually can't use.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure tridents are martial weapons.
They are martial weapons. They qualify as spears. So you're not proficient in it. I mean, you could use it, but you won't get to add any like of your hit DC or things to it.
I
You
think
want
it's
trident
negative
now?
as well, actually.
You want
You think it
trident
what?
I think it's negative as well. It's a negative.
Yeah. I'm like it will be difficult. You've only I'm gonna say take a moment to say you've only asked one dude, like one random dude for a weapon.
Lotus is super happy to be able to help, though.
Socks is like, that's... He gets down and like looks at Lotus and like, "That'll be a secret weapon. We don't want them to know we have the tridents. Or at least that I can use one. Okay?
You want one?
I will take one later. I'm gonna go speak to Lorelai for a moment. Okay? You go with your brother and get ready." And
Okay.
he goes over to Lorelai and he's just like, "Do we have any spare swords or possibly even quarterstaff that I could use?"
She kind of looks at you and she's like, "You want me to just give you one of my swords when my boat just got attacked?"
Well, I mean, if you have one laying around, or just potentially loan long enough so we keep the extremely powerful magic one alive.
She kind of rolls her eyes. There's a short sword on the wall in my cabin. Take it.
I promise I'll bring it right back. And he goes down to...
If you don't, I'm going to use something else on the wall for you.
Can Socks see what else is on the wall?
Go right ahead.
What else is on the wall?
It's nothing but weaponry on that wall.
Oh, cool,
I'm like
great.
swords, knives, whips.
Socks goes, "Duly noted!" Grabs the sword.
Lotus is still where she was with the
Holding up the
tridents.
trident.
Dolus walks over and he's like, What are you doing?"
Secret weapons.
"Well, they're not very secret right now, are they?"
Ah, shoot,
Eggold
you're
is
right.
Eggold is just like sitting in the boat with the gun, like, and he's like, "So, are we going or?"
I won't be
Secret
taking the boat.
weapon!
Socks hops in the Socks hops in
We'll
the
fly
boat.
over.
Okay. And then with the tridents and the spear, she will just stuff it somewhere
on her
on
back.
her person.
With she puts it all in the spear holster, and it's all really jammed tight in there. I'll accept that. Nothing else can fit in there though. You've reached maximum capacity. I'm putting that foot down right now. Eggold, as Socks and Archibald get in the boat, and Kieran gets in the boat, he turns to Twink and he goes, "And you?
Is the cannon fixed yet?
The cannon is fixed. You're putting the last."
Okay. Can I roll again to see if I can figure out a way to get the cannon on the boat?
Yes, you can.
What am I rolling?
You are just gonna roll perception on this one.
Okay. 15?
15. You realize that the cannon you just fixed is still mounted to the ship on its little recoil rails, so you're not going to be able to get it off in a timely manner. But the barrel of the other cannon that's broken is in one piece still. So if you want to just bring a cannon barrel, there's an option.
I've already added to my inventory spare cannon parts, so I'll mark down barrel on that.
Fantastic. And you take this cannon barrel that it's a very small cannon because it's a swivel cannon, but for Tweak it is a cannon that he is holding to his chest as he hops into this boat.
Is that a bludgeoning weapon?
Are you asking Twink that?
Yes.
Oh. He just stares at you and goes, "Oh, it's a cannon."
Did you bring the cannon?
Is this a butterfly?
He's going to take the time now to put it in the bag of holding.
In the bag of holding. Oh my god.
I have horseshoes to shoot out of it.
Eggold starts cranking the boat down to the water. And then he starts rowing you all towards this island that you cannot see in the mist.
Socks on the boat just goes, "You know, Eggman, you're not that bad."
Eggold.
Right. Egghold.
You know,
Are you like a
when you're
duke?
being nice.
Duke of Egghold.
He just kind of rubs his temple and he goes, "Yes, I am the Duke of Egghold.
Why would you not tell somebody that? That sounds like it's very interesting.
You know, I was thinking about it for a long time. I've got a really tragic backstory about losing my dukedom.
A really scrambled backstory.
Yeah, a really scrambled backstory. Could you all shut up?
Listen, Duke. Everything will always turn up. Listen, I feel like you're getting a little hard-boiled here.
I brought the gun with me. I could kill myself. I could do it at any time. He just mutters as he like continues rowing and starts ignoring you.
It's okay, I bring you back.
A few more puns later, you, Dolus and Lotus flying over, you would have seen as the boat reached a really rocky, stony shore and just flipped up on land. And Eggle goes, he plants the rows in really hard so the boat doesn't move, and he goes, "I'm going to stay with the boat, and I'm going to pretend I don't want you all dead so that I don't leave you behind."
Archibald did come with us, right?
Yeah, Archibald.
Okay. Sucks just claps on the shoulder and goes, "Yeah, we understand. Try not to crack while we're gone." And he leaves.
The Sahuagin that was leading you kind of peeks its head out of the water and nearby and is like, "The scent is here."
Oh, that's why we're here.
What can Socks
Dolus up to
smell?
this point didn't know though. That's why they were coming to this island. He was like, "Why? What are we doing here?"
What can Socks actually smell?
Eggs.
Socks, right now, you smell a lot of ocean. I'm gonna be real with you. You're right on the beach. All you can smell is the people around you. You haven't caught anything.
That is just fine. I wanted that answer. Socks just kind of sniffs the air and goes, I don't get it.
Kieran, when we get off onto the sand, I'll just say, nobody hit me. I can't see. And I'm gonna vamp my vision into Siren and have her fly up above, like, just to get a lay of the land.
Dolus is like, why would I? What?
Why can't he see? Temporary.
So you,
blindness
as you
technique?
fly up,
Yeah.
you see. As you fly up, you see
Okay.
pretty much the same thing as Dolus and Lotus can see at the moment. Like, you see this beach, not super big. Like, you're clearly not at like a continent or anything. You can clearly see it start curving around, and these stones move upward in a hill. There's no like sandy beach area. It's all rock. But eventually you lose everything in the fog, same as them.
I've made a discovery. It's just a fucking island.
Socks goes, you're really breaking new ground there, aren't you? And I realized I can't call him any philosopher name because they don't exist.
Valid.
You call them Socrates.
They do exist. We just don't know what their names are.
Hooray! So yes, you are on a rocky beach. It's just all black stones and fog.
Black stones, huh?
Yep.
Is it
Can
the
I
same?
compare the stone that I had to those stones?
Yes, you can.
That's what I was thinking.
Are we gonna find more of them?
Investigation or perception? What am I doing here?
Investigation.
God, I'm on a roll here, but it's gonna be shit for combat.
You're on a roll. You're
21. 21.
21. You can tell immediately that they are not the same kind of stone. Whatever you have seems almost like flakes you'd get off of a shell. But these stones are rock.
Do I recognize the type of rock since I am proficient with mason's tools?
You do. It is a kind of igneous rock.
Is it?
It is. It is a dark. It's just a dark basalt. Like
Gotcha.
nothing in
Dolus.
particular.
Dolus just kind of gestures towards the island. And she's like, "Shall we?"
Stay on your guard.
Always. He starts flying like he's like flying a little bit above them, and is like he starts flying like towards the center of the island.
Lotus is
Socks
following
pulls
the
his sword and then also kind of like checks it out at the same time because he realized he didn't look at it. He was like, why is this one hung up?
It is clearly an elven made short sword. It's lighter than you would expect it to be, and it's this really pretty curve design that probably costs a lot of money.
Socks just like, I'm not gonna lose this. Mostly because I want to continue living, but also it's so pretty.
But also,
Is the fog
shiny.
continuous on the island?
The fog is continuous on the island. From everything you have seen so far, you are still just walking through fog as you walk up these stones. And
is it
eventually-
all beach.
As I was actually about to say, as you get about 20 feet off the beach, the broken, like, smaller stones slowly fade into solid, bigger rocks, and eventually you do find soil, like actual dirt. And then another 10 or 20 feet on through the fog, you spy stairs cut out of those same dark basalt rocks, arching further up the hill out of the fog to where you can't see where they're going.
How tall are these stairs?
From what you can see, every step is typical stair height, and it goes a solid 30 feet up that hill into the fog before you lose sight of it.
Okay.
Well, that's certainly not ominous.
Yeah, I'd like to fly up to the top of the hill.
Okay, you just going straight for the top?
Yeah.
As you both fly straight to the top, you notice that the fog is actually starting to swirl slowly at first, but then as you get further and further up the hill, it gets faster and faster until you are reaching the top of the hill, and suddenly it feels almost like you're smacked. I need both of you to make dex saving throws to stay in the air.
18.
19.
You both manage to correct your flight, but you can't move any further airborne towards the top of the hill.
Lotus
There
is gonna
is.
land.
Yeah, and like also land like on the stairs.
Okay. As you land, there's almost a wall of swirling fog, and your hair is whipping and your feathers are fluttering as it just twirls in front of you. There's no noise coming from it. There is no sound of wind or storm. It's just spinning ominously in front of you.
I'd like to wait for the rest of the party to catch up a little bit.
Okay.
I want to take one of the tridents and I want to try poking into the swirling fog.
Okay. So as you poke into the fog, there's a bit of resistance, obviously, from something pushing on it. But there's no response otherwise, and you can get the trident in.
Lotus, look!
Wow. You really got it.
You just stabbing this mystical fog wall.
As I wait.
The rest of the party comes up the stairs and finds Lotus just stabbing this swirling wall of fog.
Have you killed it?
Dolus turns around to the rest of them. He's like, it's too strong to go through.
Twink wants to try to go through it.
Socks will also.
As well.
As you all start walking through it, I would like all of you to make strength saving throws for
Yes.
getting through.
I'm really good at those.
Okay.
Lotus is still stabbing. So
13.
she's-
That's
she's-
fair.
13.
What was that? 13? Kieran?
15.
15? You all managed to push through without the wind wall knocking you down. And as you push through out of the fog, you find yourself at the base of a circular temple, and there is a massive eye tunnel of fog upwards where there is no fog within this circle that you have now entered.
Socks looks up and just goes, well, if I were ever to say this was a spot of origin.
Dolus kind of looks to Lotus like, how did they do that?
I don't know. Do you think the fog ate them?
Maybe. We should go after them.
Well, okay.
Can we try going in together?
Yeah. No,
Like
if
just
you're
tackling through?
yes, I'm gonna have you also make strength checks, but I'm gonna give you I'm gonna make you have disadvantage because you're wings and it's really fast wind.
Right. Cool.
Like you got hollow bones, you're birds.
Oh, what? That was a nat 20. Damn it.
Hey, Dolus, like you fold your
Do I still
wing.
roll with that disadvantage?
Oh, you do have
Yeah,
disadvantage.
that's why I was
Fuck.
complaining. I was like, damn it, that's a nat 20.
All right, take it. Take the other roll. Oh, you rolled a 7. You rolled a 6.
16, 15.
Okay,
6.
we got a 15 and a 6. So Dolus, you managed to push through with a little bit of difficulty. Lotus, you are picked up by the wind. It's so strong that as you're walking through, you are literally thrown up and you are spit out onto the temple a few tiers up away from everyone else, and you smash through a really decrepit kind of stone wall. I would
Do
like
I
you to
see that?
take... Yes, you all watch as Lotus is thrown out of this storm wall about 20 feet above your heads and smashes into this temple. You're going to take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are now separated from the rest of the party.
To fly up to where she went through.
Ow. Ow.
As you fly up, the hole she came through kind of crumbled down. So there are lots of stones, but there's a few little gaps through. So Lotus has some light inside.
Twink's gonna run up there as well.
Yeah, Socks is gonna.
Could he fit through the little gaps?
If you move a few of the rocks, you could probably fit Twink through one of the gaps.
I'm gonna start moving some of the rocks to try to get through.
Hey, I'm gonna say that with a little help from Dolus, who's worried about his sister, you move a few of the rocks, and Twink slides through one of the holes right after Lotus.
What do I see, by the way?
Twink.
Make a perception check.
$14.
Hey, fantastic. So as you look around the room through the shafts of light that are coming through the holes in the hole you just made, you can't really make much out, but everything in there seems kind of damp. There seems to be barnacles and all sorts of things you'd expect to be on like the bottom of a boat. Nothing that Lotus really recognizes in all too much detail because she's not familiar with it. But yeah, it feels like the whole thing is recently underwater.
Dolus will kind of yell through the hole that Twink just went through. Is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm guessing I slide down to Lotus.
Yep, you see the same thing she does. It's not very bright in there.
I have dark vision.
Oh, fantastic. That's right.
I can make a perception roll too if you want, but
yes.
I don't think it.
I mean, it doesn't matter. You see it just fine.
It doesn't matter. That's fine. Are you all right?
Her wings like ruffle a little bit. And she like checks herself and is like, yeah, I'm okay. I just smacked into the wall. My face kind of hurts.
Yes, I'd say it probably does.
Sweet bait. Sweet bait.
I want to look around and see if there's like a noticeable way out of this.
There
area.
is a noticeable archway door that goes further into the temple.
So, you think we go further in, or do we try to go back out?
I mean, I like exploring.
Dolus will yell through the hole. Hello?
Hello?
Are you all right in there?
My face hurts.
Can you move some of these rocks?
Can I move some of the rocks? Does it look stable?
Make a...
Twink's there as well. He can help.
Twink is there. Twink
He's-
can tell immediately with his artificer history and with his dark vision. It is not stable. Moving the few rocks that was already moved to get Twink in was already probably not a great idea. And moving any to make a big enough hole for any of the full-size party members would be a problem.
Okay. He'll shout back up. No, it's not stable. We can't move any more rocks.
Damn it. Can I try looking around for any other entrances?
Yeah, I was
on
going
the
to say,
outside?
do any of us see an entrance?
Yeah, like
Okay,
a front
yeah.
door.
Dolus, as you fly back away from the hole real quick to look around, there is a clear entrance to the temple, one level below where Twink and Lotus smacked into, just like 100 feet further down the wall.
Right. He's gonna dart like peregrine falcon dive into that opening.
Sasha
Okay.
watches this happen and just goes, moving with urgency. And he just kind of shoves his hands in his pockets and starts walking toward.
Archibald's like, this is already really cool. I'm really glad I got to come with you guys.
Fishing partners, and Lotus is gonna start making her way to the door.
All right.
Awesome.
What do I see as I enter the lower floor?
As you enter the lower floor, it's super dark in there. Beyond the light coming through the initial doorway, you can't make anything out. As the moment sucks, Kieran and Archibald walk over. Kieran, your foot lands on a pressure plate, and the floor that you're all on sinks about half an inch, and you hear something click in the room.
Found a trap. And I dive to the side.
The one on the pressure plate!
I don't know if it's
As
like,
you dive to the side
arrow.
and the pressure plate clicks back up, a bunch of torches along these two walls all just light in order all the way down this long hallway.
Oh, that's more welcoming than I was expecting.
Socks stands there for a moment, looks at Kieran, and goes, "That could have killed us. And you just dove."
I didn't know what it did. Apparently, it's a light switch. Normally, those are on the wall.
Socks completely ignores him and walks.
Love that we've officially confirmed this universe has running light bulbs.
Light switches. What? We got guns.
I mean, Magitech exists, so they do exist, but like, I just love that we just went right to light bulbs. All right, Dolus, now that the lights turned on, you realize your initial flight made you skip the light switch, so you are standing in the middle of this big 20 feet tall, 30 feet wide, long just hallway into this temple.
Well, do I see any way of getting up, like a ladder or stairs?
At the end of this hallway are grand stairs that seem to lead directly upward. But there are also, further down the hallway, 2 archway doors that lead off into hallways that are themselves lighting up in that same triggering order.
I ignore the archway doors and go right up.
Okay. Is everybody following Dolus up the stairs?
Sure. I gotta make sure this kid doesn't get killed.
Okay. In that case, we're going to cut back to Twink and Lotus, who are now wandering around the second level of this temple.
Yeah, we are.
We are.
Can I make a history check?
Yeah. Roll for a history check.
Dude, such good rolls. 23.
Can't wait for combat to start.
I know, it's gonna be all
ones constantly. You recognize a lot of the writing on the walls as being written by water elves, but you don't read the language, so you can't read any of it. It's just a similar script to ones you've seen before. There are also a lot of like various sigils on the walls of like ocean creatures, a lot of them relating back to a few big ones that you can see. There's an octopus, a turtle,
Those are things.
a turtle, and what seems to almost be a lion, which is strange because everything else on the wall is ocean creature.
Fighting the lion.
Sea lion.
So you can't. Otherwise, you don't recognize if this was a specific culture or who it specifically could have been built by. But that's all you got.
Well, it appears to be some type of elven temple.
Elf. Wait. Socks is an elf, right?
Or you don't know?
He has pointy ears.
So do I.
Are you an elf?
What's an elf?
I want to take a moment to point out at this point, it was never clarified to Lotus that Twink is not, in fact, Sock's small child with a beard. I'm like, that is still a thought that has persisted in her head.
If Socks is an elf, then you should be an elf. Are you an
No,
elf?
that's not how that works.
Are you not related?
Not even a little bit. I met the man at the same day I met you.
You just met your dad?
Oh, visibly distressed.
Wait, so if you're not related and you're not an elf, but you have pointy ears.
I think that's enough thinking for you today.
It's like watching the meme of the white lady glancing around as the numbers fly by.
The algebra flies by.
If you're not an elf, but you have pointy ears, what? All right. Most of the rooms on this level seem like they're kind of caved in and really there's not much going on here. They're all empty stone rooms as you're walking through. Twink is kind of leading Lotus as she can no longer see because there is no light.
Twink, it's dark.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Around this time, as Dolus is climbing up the big stairs, steps on a stair that sinks and clicks. And suddenly the second level starts lighting up exactly the same way the first did, with these really brightly glowing torches that clearly are not normal fire.
Socks is staring at this new pressure plate and it's just like, they could have chosen any less intimidating way to do this.
Did I
I
do
get
that?
the odd feeling one of these times it's not going to be a light switch. And I want to start looking at the floor to see if I can check for trap. If I can check for trap.
Make an investigation check right now.
Okay. Let me check my bonus for investigation. Ooh, 19.
Okay. Where you four currently are, you can't really determine if there are any more pressure plates nearby, other than the one that seemed to turn on lights for Twink and Lotus. Twink, Lotus, what would you like to do now that you can both see?
Magic.
You
I'm
are
gonna
in
respond to Lotus. No. That was not you, little bird.
Oh, okay.
Turn around. I'm gonna turn around, obviously, and look behind me.
You're in a long hallway that on either end seems like it goes off at an angle. You get the idea that it's just running the outside of this temple.
Okay. Well, I'll keep going. Reason not to.
Okay. As you round the next corner, you immediately notice that there is a draft. Because it is the only sensation that is currently happening. So from a few doors down from you, there is a draft coming.
Wind?
I think we should check it out. What do you think?
Wind means good.
But wind's how you got here. So, hey, wind's how you got here.
It could have been worse.
It could have been better.
Yeah, I guess being separated from Dolus isn't great.
Well, I'm sorry. We'll get you back.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, we
As
didn't
you two approach this door that has wind coming from it, Twink, can you make a perception check?
17.
17. So as Lotus is reaching to open this door, you notice multiple stones kind of set into it in ways that are not normal, and being an artificer, you immediately recognize a swing trigger.
Don't pull on that door.
Hmm.
And then I'm going to walk over to the swing trigger and I'm going to inspect it.
Okay. You could potentially disarm it from the outside, but it would be very difficult.
All right, here's what we're going to do. Is it a push or a pull door?
It is a push.
What's going on?
I think we need to find your brother.
Weren't we already trying to find my brother?
Oh, were we?
I think so. Were we
That's-
not?
But be real honest, Bert. I was not looking for your brother.
Oh, were you looking for socks?
No.
Temporary Birdman?
Your dad?
No. When you go exploring, you don't go looking for people you know.
Oh, that's true. Okay, more exploring. Wait, but... Door?
Yes, but we can't open this door yet.
Is it locked?
No, it's not locked, but... I don't know how to put this other than if you open it, something bad will happen.
Oh.
The true RPG experience. We can't open this door yet.
You can't get there yet. Come back when you're a higher level.
There's a boss key somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the chest. Da-da-da-da.
Okay. So do you two just want to continue down the hallway then?
No, I'm trying to figure out a way to open this door.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm opening this door. You can cut back while I figure out how to open this door.
Okay. Well, so
Let's
you
go
guys,
find your brother. Twink says with no intention to find her brother.
you guys climbing this grand staircase. As you get up to a point where the light makes it easier to see further up, you realize it kind of caves in at the top, so you're not going to be able to get out unless you use one of the side hallways now. You're probably at like the 4th or 5th level.
Wait. I think I'm confused as to what. So we went up the stairs, right? And
Yeah.
we ended up on the 4th or 5th level of the temple.
No, you're going. These are stairs. Take you to higher levels.
Right. But was there no exit onto the 2nd level?
No. There, you haven't come across any exits yet.
Right. Dolus is just gonna turn back to Sox and Kieran, just be like, "Do we continue upward?"
Well, I think the other two would have been that direction from us, because if we went around the corner, then they would be that way from us. So as long as we jump into a hallway that's in that direction, I assume we'd find them.
We've been walking for quite a long time to get to the 2nd floor.
Right.
You said there were side hallways?
There were side hallways on the base level. You have not seen a side hallway since the base level.
All right,
Can you make a quick perception roll for me, though?
16.
Socks, you can see that the place where the stairs caved in, there is a hole from where the thing caved in. So there is a way you can go at the top, but you don't know where it's gonna go, and it's not where the stairs are supposed to go.
Sox looks and goes, well, if we went off the stairs without having to go down again, we could go through there. However, Dolus, I know you're looking for your sister, so I'll leave the decision up to you.
I'd like to walk up the stairs and look into where this thing goes, like the cave-in.
Okay, so you walk up and you look down, and it's a hallway that eventually you see caved again into the outdoors. So it takes you back out of the temple higher up.
Well, this is an exit, it seems. So, the only idea that I have is either attempt to break through the walls, which he points to the 3 spellcasters, don't think we are going to be able to accomplish. But we could try the 2 hallways that are on the 1st floor.
Archibald sits there for a second and goes, I could break a wall.
And Sox just slowly turns to look at him. How?
I mean, do none of you have spells that make things break?
I have Firebolts, which doesn't do much except burn. I have...
What is he Dolus is what is he talking about?
Well, he thinks he can power up one of our spells. Magic Missile really targets creatures. Archibald, can you make spells that target creatures target a wall?
No.
Then we are walking back downstairs.
I can, if you can power up spells, you can power up my shillelagh and I can just knock through. That's an option.
He kind of looks at you and goes, I don't know what he leans into Socks and goes, I don't know what shillelagh is.
My staff becomes green and leafy, and it's harder, and I can just hit things harder.
Archibald kind of looks at the quarterstaff and gets really happy. He goes, Do
I
we
guess
want to break a
Shillelagh
wall?
just-
Do we want to break a wall? Do we
Yeah.
want to break a wall? Do we want to?
Archibald,
Wait,
be careful. Don't bring the whole place down.
Dolus is still confused. He's just like, what? What is he doing?
You all watch as Archibald casts Shillelagh. His Sox's quarterstaff lights up, and he just goes to the nearest wall and just whams it, and the staff kind of bings off, and it doesn't break because Shillelagh is a cantrip that only casts at level 1.
oh wait, you can't power up cantrips?
So he just sits there as he holds it. The staff kind of buzzes in his hand, and he's like, "Ow, ow, ow."
Okay, that's not fun. I guess we're going back downstairs. No.
Sox
Right.
just kind of puts a hand on Archibald's shoulder and goes, "It was a worthy attempt. I figured it wouldn't work, but I thought it was funny."
Don't worry, Archibald. I imagined you in my head very cool.
He kind of sits there, and he's like, "I think I broke your stick a little."
Sox looks at his quarterstaff.
There's a definitive crack going down it now.
Don't worry, it's only as old as all of you combined.
Dolus is now the meme of the white lady with the algebra. He's like, what the fuck is everyone? What are y'all talking about?
Sox grabs his staff and casts mending on it.
There you go, the staff's fixed. However, in response to the sound of a staff whacking into the wall, the quiet sort of noise that was permeating the room is suddenly apparent to you all. There is the sound of wind suddenly, where there was not before, around all of you, and it is getting stronger and stronger and stronger.
Down the stairs now! Down the stairs now!
Is it just the sound of wind, or do we feel like wind?
It is the sound of wind. You do not feel wind yet. It sounds like wind rushing through something. And as you all turn to go downstairs, a giant gust of wind slams into you and sends you barreling head over foot backwards up the stairs.
Oh. Ow, we fell up the stairs!
Pushing you. It pushed you over. You were all just fumbling on the top of the stairs as this massive channel of wind comes through the bottom of the temple at you.
Cool.
Sox kind of righting himself and fixing his glasses, looks at Archibald and goes, "No more hitting walls."
And Archibald kind of nods. He's like, "I'm sorry. I didn't think it would piss off the sky."
I didn't either.
Wait, so is it just like, is it a continuous gust of wind?
It is a continuous current of wind now shoving you up the stairs.
So do we have to continue up, or can we go through that hole?
You can go through that hole, though you can't continue up. There's rocks in your way.
Okay. Well, our options are limited now.
God damn it. And like Dolus will like get out of the way of the gust and like go inside the cave in.
Okay. So as you guys are climbing to the outside of the temple, and we're going to go back to Twink and Lotus.
My God,
Okay. So
I just been staring at this thing. Ah, I'm bored.
can I fit a crowbar in between the switch and to like try to pry? I don't want to pry it, but could I get one in there to pry it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna attach a rope to it, and I'm gonna have Lotus. Lotus, I'm gonna need you to grab this rope, and I'm gonna need you to fly straight up for me, okay?
Rope? Okay. Something to do.
How high is the ceiling?
It's only like 12 feet up.
Above the door, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, so she can get above the door, and
Yep.
then she'll pull on it. Okay, I want you to fly up above the door, and I want you to pull the rope as hard as you can, okay?
Okay.
And Twink's gonna like back away a little bit from it.
I'm gonna take the rope. Do as he said.
Okay.
Pull.
So you fly up, you pull, it push it like it. The force makes the door open and it sets off the switch. And the door, the moment it hits that switch, slams all the way open, and these spikes, these long spears, just shoot out the door into the opposite wall.
How long are these spears?
Like a solid 3 feet. They just got fired.
Twig's gonna like look in. Is the door still open?
The door is still open.
He wants to see if there's more spears.
There are not, and the mechanisms that just spit them out are sinking down into the floor.
More spears.
Okay. This is why we take things slowly.
Very boring though. And then she's gonna. Is it like?
Those are 3-foot spears. What do you mean that's boring?
Is it like spears similar to the spear that I have?
It's not like a combat spear. It's like, imagine the big arrows you'd fire out of a ballista. It's something like that.
Oh, so it's not wieldable.
It's not really wieldable. It's also jammed steadily into the wall.
Okay.
I will be honest
also-
with you as a DM. You could not get it out unless Twink went at it with mason tools.
You also can't carry any more spears.
Yes. You would
I
also
can
have
try-
to. You would also have to hold them in your arms.
Damn it. Okay.
I'm like, the moment I set this up and knew there were gonna be spears spitting out of this wall if anyone opened this door, I'm like, Lotus is gonna try and take them.
Was there anything else in this room?
This room is lined with these really ornate chests, many of which are open and empty, a few of which are sealed. But at the end of it, there is a chute. It is smooth stone that is carved out, and there is a twirling channel of air going upward, and that is the air you heard earlier.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't... There's got to be more traps in here, right?
Maybe.
That's not... Where does the gust of wind go? Like the channel of wind?
It goes straight up.
I mean, I want to know what's in those chests.
I want to know where that wind goes.
So we both have goals in this room. So we can both agree this is a good room.
Yeah, really good one.
Okay, we need to take it slow.
Okay.
We check for traps before we do anything.
Okay.
Because those spears are bigger than me.
Okay.
Why is that so funny? What's so funny about that?
Nothing.
Okay.
Make an investigation check.
With advantage, because I'm helping him.
I don't know if
Yes.
that's an advantage. I'm gonna be real.
Is it an advantage or is it not?
It's with advantage. I'm just teasing.
Okay. 19.
She's
19?
doing that.
Yeah, with advantage, it's not very good for me.
You can tell that it seems like that original switch there was to just keep people from coming into this room if they weren't supposed to be coming into this room. It seems like once people are properly in there, it doesn't seem like it's set up for traps.
Well, I don't notice anything.
The chests are also, upon investigation, not locked. They are not locked by any means. They are just latches to hold them closed.
Okay, so these aren't locked.
Yes.
You think they're trapped too?
I can poke one with a spear. Or a trident. Or trident number 2 or 3.
That's a great idea that I think we'll save for later.
Okay.
Instead, how about you fly above it and open it from above?
And drop the contents out?
No, well, that's actually not a terrible idea if you open it and then drop everything out. I just meant like with your feet, you grab the top of it and you fly up and it opens.
It's gonna drop everything onto the floor.
I'm not telling you to pick the whole thing up and drop it. Okay, I'll tell you what. Whatever you're comfortable doing.
This was when Twink realized he doesn't want kids.
All right, Lotus, you gonna open a chest?
I want to open a chest.
All right, there are three chests. Do you want to pick one of the black ones from the right wall, or one of the black ones from the left wall? I mean, they're all black, so I don't know why I specified.
One of the ones on the right wall.
Okay, so you grab one of the two chests, set it in a place where you can fly up and open it, and you do so. And as the latches come loose and it comes down, a bunch of cloth kind of comes rolling out of it and clattering to the floor, really, really anti-dramatically.
Let's do another one.
And he's just gonna do another one.
You do the next one, and you pick it up, and the exact same thing happens. Just a bunch of bundles of this strange cloth clatter to the floor.
Okay, there's no way they're in all three.
He's gonna open the last one.
You go to get the last one, and you pick it up, and it comes open, and it is not bundles of cloth. Everything clatters to the floor, and Tweak is very disappointed to see cuts of cloth.
This is
It's almost like what would you like to do in your room?
I'm putting the cloth in the bag of holding.
Okay, you just start shoveling all the cloth into the bag of holding.
This is fucking this. I can't believe it's fucking cloth. What the hell?
Wait, I want one.
Just
What
hands
color?
one over.
What color is of the
It's this really like faded gold color.
She wants to tie it to her thigh.
Okay, she does so really easily. It leaves kind of a little bit of a trail down towards her knee because it's a bit longer, but she does so just fine.
Hey, Lotus, you want to see something really cool?
Yes.
He's gonna
Always.
bundle up one of the balls of cloth and chuck it in the wind tunnel.
You bundle it up and you throw it in the wind tunnel, and the moment it hits the wind, you hear this ridiculous sound as it in the wind unravels itself really quickly and parachutes up this tube.
I want to do that.
We're not doing that.
What? Oh,
We don't know where that goes.
I could check.
No, that's not how that works.
Okay.
Around this time, you guys hear a solid bang come from somewhere else in the temple. You're not sure where. And immediately you hear a second sound of rushing wind. You take a moment, unsure, because you're standing right next to a literal wind tunnel. But Twink, you are certain you hear it coming from the hallway now.
Oh. He's gonna like backtrack and kind of like lean his head out of the doorway, but looking back into the hallway.
You watch as this huge gust of wind rounds a corner, literally scraping shit off the wall with how fast it is.
Can I try to slam the door shut real quick?
No, as you go to slam the door shut, the wind hits, and both of you get violently forced back into the tube.
Fuck.
Oh, well,
Tweak, you slam right into Lotus, because she was standing between the two of you, and you both...
I'm sorry, what was that? What would we do?
One more time.
Okay, I need somebody to cut that, edit it, and make a SoundCloud montage of all the new rap songs.
Can we get a remix? A remix?
That's the sound of the police.
Yeah, you just get just solidly, like the tubes at like pneumatic pressures at like a bank when you send stuff through. You just right up the pipe.
Oh, fuck!
We're gonna cut back to the four of them as they walk out of the hole at the top of the stairs.
Okay.
You guys seem really close to the top of the temple at this point.
So
There's only
you
like
said-
one level above you.
You said this is just like a hallway leading to another cave-in that leads outside?
Yeah, there was nothing in the hallway. There were no other rooms. Like you get the sense that there would have been more hallway leading to other places, but it collapsed.
Well, it seems we only have one way to go, and that is out.
I wouldn't want to presume, but if we are looking for a powerful wizard or somebody, I imagine they would want to stand miraculously at the top of a giant temple.
What told you we were looking for a wizard?
Didn't the fish people say
That's
there
what
was
I
a
meant.
Said
magic?
there was
that they
an
were the-
outsider who is
Doing this magic.
conjured dark magic.
Well, there are plenty of
Where
things in
is
this
that
world that are
Sahagin?
magic.
He stayed down in the ocean. He didn't follow you.
Okay.
He's down there with Eggold sitting in the boat.
Wonder what they're
Cool.
talking about.
Yeah, I hope they're. Can we cut to
Why
them?
don't
How much they don't like us?
Eggold is the Sahuagin. Eggold is literally just sitting there, his gun, looking out in the fog, and the Sahuagin's like, so, Duke of Egg. Eggold just goes, I fucking, god damn it!
Looks like looking down the barrel of his gun.
cut back to the top of the temple.
And off in the distance, we heard, God damn it! I was like, oh, I wonder what that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
There are plenty of magical things in this realm. It doesn't mean that it's anybody who can actually cast. It could even just be an effect of what this thing is.
well, they said there was a person, an outsider, doing this.
They said outsider. I don't remember them ever addressing the fact that it was specifically a person. They saw Archibald, and, well, just because he's a person, but he was also leaking magic like a fountain. Either way,
Archibald hears you describe him this way, and he goes, okay. He like
You're
looks
speaking.
down at his hands.
Dolus is just kind of gonna look at Socrates like, you speak in many complicated words, Socrates. And he's gonna walk down the hallway.
he's gonna follow.
As you walk down the hall and out towards the top of the temple, you're only like 1 or 2 levels away, and you notice that the temple seems like, as it's built, it seems like that staircase where you were on was probably taking you straight to the top, and from the top you see other smaller staircases kind of going down and through other levels. And as you guys look out and up, you suddenly hear "Afa!" and "Foomp!" out of this, out of something you can't see because it's over the top. You suddenly see Lotus go flying up into the air, and you hear Twink shouting.
I believe we found your sister and Twink.
Dolus is gonna jump out and start flying up.
So as you take off and start flying up, Lotus, are you gonna try and catch Twink? Okay, you're already kind of holding him, so you start flying. As you both fly and are coasting around, suddenly, all of these channels of air that are now coming out of this temple all stop, and all of the light vanishes. And it is suddenly like you are in a solar eclipse. And you hear a booming voice. What brings you here?
So it's a
Was he
sheer
talking to you?
drop, right? Like where that hole is, it's just a sheer drop off the tower.
I mean, it's there. It's like a pyramid kind of thing. It's like a ziggurat. So like, it's not a straight drop. It's
So
like
we
a,
can
it's
climb
a
if we
circular
wanted.
one. Huh?
We're at the top of it.
You are 1 level from the top. Like if you climbed up 1 level, you guys are above it. But if they climbed 1 more level, they'd be there.
Right. So like, I'm like, are we outside of it at the top?
Yes, you are
Okay.
outside of it, above it now.
Okay.
Socks is gonna start climbing to the top.
Okay, the tube that you guys came out of, you immediately realize was on what there are like 4 of them along the sides of the circular top of this. But you're a little shaken right now by the giant booming voice that just asked why you're here.
Wait, before we address the booming voice, I think that I'm catching on to the size, well, not the size, of the shape of this temple a little bit slow. Like, can you
It is a-
describe once more what the shape
is-
of this temple is?
It is a circle.
Like a ball circle.
but it builds upwards like a pyramid, like a cone. So every level is smaller.
Right.
So it's like a cake, like a tower cake.
It is you're in the cake temple.
Okay, cool.
Welcome to the temple of cake.
Egg, and now we have the temple of cake.
Yeah.
Yo, we get the Earl of Flower.
We about to have a great birthday party up in here.
Cool.
So yeah, Socks is climbing his way up.
And so we heard this booming voice, and now everything is dark for everyone.
Everything is as dark as a solar eclipse would be. Everything's got that kind of red tinge, and it's hard to see.
How would that affect dark vision, though?
It would not affect dark vision, so you would still see with same rules as for dark vision.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I
That's
flying in the air? Just
You
so
are
know.
flying in the air. You opened your wings up and caught Twink, so you are kind of flapping in the air as Dolus tried to fly to you. But it seems Dolus got startled.
Lotus,
So
Yes.
you think you could put me down?
Yeah, sure. And then I'm gonna find like a.
I thought you were about to drop me.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
As you fly down, you
130.
realize the top of this place seems almost like it was once a dome that has now kind of collapsed in. It's got a few various like struts that still remain that would have held up this dome, and like one half wall of it kind of still there. And this whole contraption in the middle is kind of collapsing as well. And so you land Twink down near the outside of one of the struts, which is also where the rest of the party is now climbing up over the side.
Oh,
Socks yells up at the disembodied voice. Just, well, we wanted to get out of the fog, but that got sidetracked, so now we're here.
Why did you enter my domain?
Well, you see, it's because we believe you're creating the fog, and we really...
The fog is my domain!
Well, could you move it?
Excuse me, Fog Lord.
Yes.
You responded to Fog.
Really long pause and then a quiet but still booming yes.
How long have you been here?
My ancestors built this temple eons ago. Long did it sleep at the bottom of the sea.
Okay, but why is it here now?
Because it is in my rights for it to be.
What's your name, Fog Lord?
My name?
Yes, your name.
I am the great and powerful. I am the...
do you not have a name?
I am the nameless!
The sky
Can I
like
call
booms.
you Cracker? I want crackers.
Can I roll perception to see if I can figure out where this voice is coming from?
Go ahead and roll perception.
That is a nat 20.
Oh,
That's a
Cracker,
nat
please.
20. Socks, with all of your magical history, you immediately realize this is thaumaturgy. Somebody is nearby, changing the color of the sky and amplifying their voice.
Socks immediately turns around to look for Archibald. Just to be sure.
Archibald is right with you.
Lotus is yelling out like food names and being like, "Can I call you this? Can I call you that?
No!
What about popcorn?"
No, I am the nameless!
Oh, you're the Fog Lord.
Well, great, Nameless.
I am the nameless Lord of Fog!
That's great, Nameless and all, but do you mind dispelling thaumaturgy and just showing us your face?
I am not... I'm... Fine.
Out from behind one of the like destroyed structures, this strange like ancient mechanism. Just a guy. Just a guy walks out in like some robes that seem a little beat up. He's got like a scraggly beard that looks like last time he shaved was like 2 months ago. And he's got a staff. He just kind of looks at you. He's like, really?
Well, who the hell are you?
I'm the Fog Lord.
That's a stupid name.
No, that's not my actual name. My actual name is not Fog Lord.
Then what is your actual name?
I'm Lagos. Hello. Socrates.
Dolus is
What?
gonna land next
Wait,
to
wait,
Sal.
wait, wait, wait,
You
whoa,
immediately
what?
recognize one of your former students underneath the beard, a wizard by the name of Lagos.
Lagos,
The Sockton is like, what is happening?
I haven't seen you since you were a child. I mean, you're still quite young. Why have you raised a fog field?
So Lagos, as you could all immediately tell from the look of him, is an elf, relatively young, clearly older than Archibald, though. He's a half elf. My apologies. And he goes, I raised the fog because I'm running from the Empire.
Well, so are we. I mean, but you were trained by the Empire, and what? How did you become an unreliable? I mean, you have to you have to have so many licenses just to even enter the Empire to begin with, and not to mention the the Academy of High Magic. I mean,
Lagos kind of sighs, and he's like, truth is, I decided I didn't want to work for the fucking Empire anymore. Didn't want to work for anybody anymore. I wanted to be left alone. So, I took an old map that my grandpa had, because he was a water elf, and I found my way to an ancient temple, and I triggered a couple of mechanisms, and I started an infinite fog storm. But it worked out, because, I want people to leave me alone.
Am I understanding you don't know how to make the fog stop?
I know how to make it stop.
then make it
Give me
stop,
10 reasons
Lagos.
not to kick the shit out of you and make it stop.
Because, don't you get it? Stay here, and you're fine. What is the Empire gonna do? Send an entire fleet through impenetrable fog filled with Sahuagin?
As he's doing this monologue, I reach into the bag of holding, ball up one of those cloth things, and say, "This is a fucking reason!" And I chuck it at him.
It binks off of him, and he goes, I was really just gonna do the whole big voice act and have y'all leave, but I'm feeling a little upset. And after all, if I let you leave, just a loose end as to who's at the middle of the fog.
Lagos, what are you talking about? Don't do something stupid.
Lagos's hand starts glowing green, and out of the ground nearby, a skeletal hand just shoots up out of the stone and grabs on. And he goes, you're not the first loose end I've had to tie up. You're just the first one whose name I've known. And he's like, everybody shows up. For weeks now, everyone has shown up. Stuck in the fog. And you know what they do? They say, put it away. I'm not leaving.
I've heard enough, Dolus says, and I'd like to fire a crossbow bolt at Lagos.
All right,
Just
everybody
look
roll initiative.
Socks looks down and goes, necromancy. Should have known better.
Everyone roll initiative.
That would be 13.
Everybody roll initiative.
That's 19 plus 2. 21.
Nice.
21.
21.
As you roll initiative, hang on one second.
Can't
This
wait
is my first time using it.
Can't wait to add
So-
some layer of fog lord to my titles.
Don't
Cool. There's a way.
Oh,
Okay, and see.
Ooh.
ta-da!
Poggers.
And now, let's get the
Loggers.
layout of the peeps. So, we're starting. Tell me your initiative rolls.
13.
Are you going to do the 25 to 20, the 19 to 15 thing?
You know what? Yeah, let's do that. 25 to 20. Who's got it?
Hi.
Hi, Dolus. What you got?
21.
21.
21.
Anybody? What does everybody else got? Next, 16.
13.
All right, 15 through 20. We got a 19 and a 16.
13.
13 as well.
Twink, you're not intend to. Oh.
It's
What was that again,
catch up to me.
Socks? 13 as well, you said?
And I know
Okay.
Lotus has the higher dex.
Okay, Lotus goes first. All right, well then, Dolus, you started us off with a crossbow bolt.
Yeah.
Make a ranged
love it.
attack.
Okay. Ooh, that's. Wait, what's
Of course,
the hit DC?
one of my past students becomes a fucking crazy.
What's
Wait.
your
Okay, that's +4. That's 9.
Yeah, you fire the crossbow bolt, and with just a little wave of his hand, the bolt gets whooshed away by a tiny rush of air. And he kind of looks at you. Like, really? Would you like to use any of your movement?
I'd like to move 2 up and 2 to the right.
All right. Dolus comes rushing in a little.
Mhm.
Anything else on your turn?
No.
All right. Then next up we have Kieran. Kieran, you are in the back of the group currently.
Kieran is gonna run like left and like just distance, like get 20 feet away from the group to cycle around with a clear shot.
Okay.
And then bonus action, hex, and I will hex his intelligence.
Ooh. I'm going to put a fun little color to indicate he's hexed. Boom!
Wow.
Chuck up an eye of newt.
All right.
And Old Reliable, Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast, make a ranged attack.
19.
19 hits. So as he is focused on Dolus, he doesn't realize you are rounding around him. You fire off an Eldritch Blast. How much damage does it do?
11.
11. Are you forcing him back?
I don't. That's an invocation.
That's
I don't
not
have
your
that.
invocation. That's right. I always forget that with
None of
Eldritch
us
Blast.
Neither of us have it.
Okay. So yeah, you hit him solidly with an Eldritch Blast, and he turns to you in anger. Let's see real quick.
okay.
I'm checking something. Okay, fantastic. Up next, of course, is Lotus.
I want to. Am I still flying, or am I on the ground?
You set Twink down, so at the most you are hovering slightly above the ground.
Okay, I
You are
want
not
to fly over to the undead that's on the right. I
Okay,
should have enough movement.
you
For
will have enough movement for that, because that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks, so that's 40 feet.
that. Okay, and while I'm flying through, I want to take out my spear, and then
Okay.
I just want to stab it into the undead.
You're gonna stab it.
Yes.
All right, make a melee attack.
That is a 12.
That is a 12.
Yeah.
That does not hit.
Dang it.
So as you go to stab it with your spear, you go between the ribs, and your spear just kind of goes out the other side.
And then I want to do like a small twirl in the air, and during that I want to claw at its head with my talons.
You're gonna
As a
claw
bonus
it.
action.
All right, bonus action. Make the melee attack.
Oh, that's not gonna hit.
My God.
Yeah, so I got a natural 1 with the +6, so that's a 7.
As your talons go down to try and claw at this skeleton, they manage to make contact, but not in any way that would damage it, because they make contact on like the recoil after the initial like oomph, and one of your talons gets kind of hooked in the skeleton rib cage, and then you kind of just fumble backwards, having done no damage to it, but just wiggling it a little.
Mm.
Socks, you're up.
Okie doke. Socks is going to go 1, 2, 3, 2. He's gonna go as close to Lagos as he can. And he's going to yell to him, "You don't have to do this!" And he is going to ready a chromatic orb for if Lagos attacks.
Okay. You are readying the orb. Anything else with your bonus action?
No.
Okay, fantastic. Funny enough, up next is Lagos. He looks at you saying, "You don't have to do this," and he kind of smirks. He's clearly unhinged. And he starts casting a spell that is not aimed at you or anyone. His hands are doing that same sort of dark undead thing when he raised the skeletons, and he's just channeling. And that is going to be his turn. And up next, we actually have good old Archibald. So Archibald's gonna go, "So, just hit him with the stick, right?" As he runs up, using all of his movement to get as close as he can to the skeleton that Lotus is fighting. And then, it's Twink's turn.
Twink's going to use his action to activate his guardian armor. And then he's going to move all of his movement towards the skeleton in front of him.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Nope, I only have 25 feet of movement.
Oh, that's right, you're a gnome. So, okay, there you go. Anything else?
No, that'll be it.
All right, it is the skeleton's turn. The skeleton that is currently engaged with Lotus is going to be making a melee weapon attack with its fun little short sword.
This is fine.
Yeah, it actually really is fine. It completely misses, and the sword just clings into the ground next to you, and it kind of just goes...
I'm gonna blow a raspberry at it.
You've been blowing raspberries at things recently.
What the?
Yeah, you did it yesterday, too.
Same thing.
This one is going to move to down, and it actually has a short bow, so it is going to make a ranged attack at Lotus. And that is 18.
It hits, but I want to deflect missiles.
Okay, roll for deflect missiles then. I will roll for damage since I have to compare the two. D6+2. Let me read deflect missiles real quick so I know I'm doing this right.
1d10.
You're gonna be able to deflect.
So that's 14.
Well, I rolled a 1, and it's a d6 plus 2, so that's 3. So yeah, no, you, this bolt comes at you, this solid, kind of old arrow, and you just, no problem, it goes right into your hand. Are you gonna use a key point to deflect it?
To use a key point to deflect it at Lagos.
Okay. All right, make a ranged attack. Your fun deflect missile
17.
attack. That hits. So Lagos, as he's channeling whatever this spell is, suddenly takes an arrow to the shoulder. But he does not stop casting his spell.
Damn it.
He just kind of grits his teeth through it as he pulls more dark energy out of the ground.
It does 5 damage, by the way.
Does 5? Okay,
Yes, sir.
fantastic. Keep track of that.
And she's gonna look over at Dole's like, I did a thing!
Dole just puts up a thumbs up.
All right, this skeleton, seeing Twink coming to engage, shall meet him in combat.
Brave of him.
He doesn't have a brain. He's going to make a melee attack with his short sword. And that is a 13, which does not hit Twink. So again, he swings and just clink into the ground next to him, and he kind of stumbles a little. And that is going to bring us all the way back around to Dolus.
Dolus is going to put away his crossbow. He's going to take his glove off, and he's going to Eldritch Blast at Lagos.
All right. That's within range. Make a ranged attack.
That is 18 plus 5.
That hits. Tell me the damage.
A D10. Where's my D10? Which one of these here is? 10.
Well, so he takes 10 damage. That looks like it solidly hit him, and he seems a little off his feet, but he's not going down. He also did not have his concentration broken. He is still channeling whatever magic he is channeling.
Dolus Dolus is gonna move 2 diagonal right up, and he's just gonna yell out. He kind of points to the skeletons, and he just goes, "Is this all you have? No wonder the Empire didn't want you."
Oh, that's nice.
And that's gonna be the end of Dolus.
What does Dolus have against this guy?
Kieran, you're up.
I will. DM, do you allow diagonals in movement?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, so I'm gonna
diagonals.
run. Yeah, I'm gonna run a bit closer, just up the stairs, just so I have like a clear sight of everything. And all reliable, I will just. Actually, is this an action or a bonus action?
You will, if you run direct diagonal up the stairs, you will have. Well, I mean, you won't have Twink in your way because he's 2 feet tall.
No, yeah. Or I'll pace a little bit to my right, just so I'm not near or blocking Twink. This is an action, so that'd be annoying. Okay, yeah, and reliable Eldritch Blast.
All right, Lagos.
Lagos 22.
Maker.
To hit.
22 hits. Roll for damage.
Damage. Oh, haha! 19.
19. Damn. He's hexed, right? Yeah. No, that hits. It hurt him pretty bad. But he's not going down. His concentration was also again not broken. He is still channeling.
Yeah, that might turn.
This is I'm just rolling well on the concentration. I'm gonna be real with you. Kira, do you want to do anything else with your turn?
No, that my turn.
All right, then Lotus, you're up. Skeleton just barely missed cleaving off one of your feathers.
I hit it again with my spear.
Make a melee attack.
Do you?
That's a 25.
I thought you were gonna. I thought that was you like RPing getting hit.
That's oh my god. Yeah, that definitely hits. Roll for damage.
It's 6 damage.
6 damage. The spear comes down, and the arm that the skeleton does not have the sword in comes right off as you whack it.
And then I just want to punch it.
Punch it. Make that.
Punch it as my bonus action.
Yep. Make that. Make that attack.
15.
15 hits. Roll for damage.
7 damage.
7 damage.
Mhm.
Okay. You punch this thing. Its head spins all the way around and then stops backwards. And it kind of wobbles, but it is not down yet.
Okay. That is my turn.
That is your turn. All right. Then Socks, you're up.
Sox yells to the group, "Don't kill him! We need him!" And takes his ready to action and just fires anyway.
All right. Chromatic Orb. Cast it, baby.
Lagos is now dead.
That is a nat 20!
That's a nat 20?
That's a nat 20!
Roll double damage and tell me what element you want that Chromatic Orb to be, my sir.
What is it for? It's 8s. Okay, so that's 2, that's 7, and that's 5, so 14. And we will do... We'll do cold. We'll do cold.
All right. So this orb slams in to Lagos. And as this dark energy he's channeling, perfect, dissipates. as he is frozen solid and seems to die in front of you as he crumbles to pieces. But the skeletons don't go away.
Well, you can't do non-lethal magic. You can't do non-lethal magic.
You can't do non-lethal magic, man.
Guys, don't kill him. I need to kill him.
Immediately kills him. It's okay. What else are you gonna do with your turn other than roll wild magic? Because you're gonna roll wild magic right now.
You can make me do that.
Whenever you cast a spell, motherfucker.
That's a 17. I'm fine.
You're fine. Okay, but yeah, no. Anything else on your turn?
Socks just immediately drops his hands, almost defeated, and just silence.
Okay, silence kind of takes over. Give me 1 second here. Got to change a few things.
This guy was going to be a little bit more of a threat.
Skeletons haven't gone away, and the silence takes over for a second as we go to Lagos's turn. And suddenly, the booming voice you heard before is back. And it says, "That's the best you thought I could do? All I could offer the Empire?" And out of this temple, all of these stones and bones start erupting out of the ground around you, and they slowly form themselves into a terrible, fearsome image in front of you. And you hear Lagos's booming Fog Lord voice one more time as this giant amalgamation golem almost dragon looks down at you and goes, "This is the best I could do!" And it is going to make a magic attack against Dolus.
Guys, we had a dungeon and a dragon in this episode.
Yes!
I was waiting!
Dungeon and dragon!
But yeah, you immediately get magic missile cast at you.
Okay.
So the dragon opens its mouth and just 3 bolts of blue light come shooting out of it at Dolus. Are you gonna do anything to try and defend yourself? You don't have shield, do you?
No.
Like, you don't have any reactions.
I don't.
Yep. Nope. You're getting magic missile.
Yeah.
Socks just stands there in shock and goes, "Oh, Lagos, what have you done?"
You keep casting magic missile level 1.
From a dragon?
Magic missiles?
Well, all 3 of those darts in total are going to do a solid 8 damage to Dolus as they slam into him.
As they slam into him.
So do we get to see? Or...
Oh, yeah! It's not a great asset. Hang on. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not the best asset.
It's Mega Godzilla.
It's Mega Godzilla? No. You now have a dragon up here
Fuck that thing.
instead of Lagos.
So as that dragon, as those magic missiles hit, like on the 3rd one, like Dolus kind of like recoils, and like he opens his eyes, and there's just like a little flash of light, and I like to cast Hellish Rebuke as a reaction.
Ooh!
You have that on this one too?
Boy, out here!
It has
Alright.
to succeed on a Dex saving throw.
Dex saving throw. That is correct. I gotta pull all these stats up.
Quick question, fucking Oz. What'd you hex him with?
Intelligence.
Okay, good to know.
What is the save on that?
13.
13. He succeeds.
Okay, so he takes half of these 2d10s.
Okay.
7, 2, so half of 9.
Half of 9, so 4.
4.
So
yeah.
he takes. So you Hellish Rebuke. It gets surrounded by flames, and it kind of almost laughs at you as this stone kind of just gets tickled by fire.
Cool.
Fantastic. Great. Loving this. This is wonderful. Up next, Archibald. Archibald, seeing this dragon, turns to Socks and goes, "Magic now!"
Magic now!
And Archibald is going to cast his own magic missile at level 10. Because he can't cast it any lower than that. Literally is not allowed to. One more dart for each level above the first. So that is a grand total of what, 12? 12 magic missile darts?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna use fucking D&D Beyond for this thing on. Fantastic. Here we go. He does a solid. Oh my god. This is nice. He does a solid 26 damage as 12 of these bolts just ram into this dragon and take chunks off of it. However, he then immediately drops to one knee as he, in turn, takes 12 damage.
Oh.
Oh god.
No more magic.
He kind of holds his chest and then he rights himself. And that is Archibald's turn, and it is Twink's turn now.
Twink's gonna punch the skeleton with his thunder gauntlet.
He's doing his own thing.
After the bone dragon and 12 magic missile bullets, yeah, that's the right attitude.
Twink's gonna punch him with the thunder gauntlets. Go for it, Twink.
25
That hits.
for 10 damage.
10 damage. You take a solid
Thunder damage.
half of this thing's ribs. Oh, thunder damage.
I don't think it matters, but
It doesn't matter, actually. I don't. Yeah, there's no. Nope. But yeah, you take half of this thing's ribs off with one punch, and it kind of stumbles and looks at you, but it's not dead.
that's all I
Would
can
you like
do.
to
That'll be my turn.
That'll be your turn. Okay. Skeleton's turns. The one that Twink just attacked is going to attack back. It's gonna try and stab you. It did not stab you. It got 7. So he tries to stab you, and off kilter now because half of his body gone. It kind of like, and it like looks at you. And then the one that Lotus is fighting is going to try and attack her again. You know how I just rolled 7?
Did you roll 7 again?
No, I rolled 6.
Oh.
The countdown begins.
It also tries to hit you. It just misses terribly.
Fuck you.
She said it.
Lotus!
Did Dolus hear that?
Dolus would have heard that.
I love that Dolus is yelling muted.
Yeah, no, Dolores just goes, Lotus! He like kind of like whisper yells at her.
This skeleton is going to take a step this way, and it is going to fire an arrow at Mr. Socrates.
Okay.
So crates.
Hey, you know how I just rolled a 7 and a 6?
Five.
5.
An 8!
Oh, it still misses.
We're counting up. Yeah, he fires an arrow, and it just goes complete, like, it, boing, and it, like, falls 3 feet short, because it's a skeleton. It doesn't have a lot of force behind it. And that's the skeleton's turn, so we're back around to Dolus now.
Cool. I mean, I'm gonna cast an Eldritch Blast on the big skeleton boy.
Make a ranged attack on the big skeleton boy.
Okay. That's 30-20.
It's a dirty 20?
Yeah.
That hits.
Okay.
Okay.
1d10.
Roll it.
Okay. Why do I keep losing my d10 here? 6.
6. An Eldritch Blast slams into this thing. It chips some chunks off near one of the shoulders, and it is otherwise not affected.
Is there anywhere in this area that we are that is like that I could like hide behind?
So this is a fallen structure, but the dragon can see over it now.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have this half dome and these struts that you can kind of hide under. So the only one within range of you is this one that you could get up behind.
I would like to hide under there.
All right. That is move. Thank you. And there. Make a stealth check for it to not notice you just hit.
Okay. That is 19.
It is distracted, staring at its old former teacher. So you are safe for the moment, hidden behind this strut.
I thought my stealth was lower, but I have a +2.
Hey, there you go. All right, Kieran. Unless Dolus has anything else. Nope. Kieran, you're up.
Well, I'm still gonna hit you, just in a different form, and I'm gonna roll another Eldritch Blast.
Roll another Eldritch Blast. Take your shot, boy.
Whatever. 16.
16? 16 does not hit.
Oh no. Okay. And then I will put bonus action. Just pull out my quarterstaff and cast Shillelagh on it.
All right.
And
Shillelagh is a bonus action. Yes. So yeah, you're good.
And where am I? Over there.
You are here.
I will rotate about 4 more squares to my right, counterclockwise.
2,
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just
There
there.
you go. You're right by
And
this
that's
big
the end of my
strut.
turn. Yep.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
Fantastic. After that, we've got Lotus. Still squaring off against the skeleton.
Still squaring off, meaning I'm still gonna stabby stab.
Stab it. Make a melee attack.
That's not gonna hit. That's an 8.
You
So I'm gonna punch it.
punch it. Make an unarmed strike. Is this boring? Am I boring you all? There's a giant dragon made out of stone and bone in front of you.
It's not boring. It's just the skeletons aren't hitting anyone, and then we can't hit the skeleton. Like, the skeleton's just like, and then we're just like missing them.
Because they're bone. Also, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, you hit this skeleton. You don't have to roll for damage because it had 1 hit point.
Oh my god.
So you punch this skeleton in the face after your spear missed, and it just falls to pieces in front of you. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
I want to.
Little Lotus.
I want to fly like straight.
I'll make bigger medallions for next time.
I think if
Okay.
we join as characters onto this campaign, like we can have our profile pictures, and like they'll be bigger.
I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 squares up,
4?
and then yeah, 1 square to the right.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Flying now, you'd be above one of these struts, like looking down at us. You were still airborne, yes? Okay, fantastic. Anything else?
Actually, I want to land on the strut.
Okay. You have now landed. You are on the ground, still a solid 12 to 15 feet above everyone, though.
Bird's eye view, as all things should be for Lotus. And I'm gonna end my turn there.
Sucks! What do you do now that you're staring down a fucking Draco Lich?
I gotta know, do I identify this as Lagos, or is this something that he is controlling?
I mean, if you want to use your bonus action to make an Arcana check, I'd allow that.
I'll do it, yeah.
Go for it.
15.
You don't recognize this magic. You don't know if he's controlling it, or if it's him, or what.
Socks will take another 2 blocks forward. To almost just get in this dragon's face to challenge it. And yeah, this will be fun.
Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do what I think you're gonna do?
What do you think I'm gonna do?
Are you gonna go a woo?
Not yet.
Aw.
Sox is going to ready Chromatic Orb at 2nd level for when this dragon does anything. The second it moves.
It moves. Okay. What element would you like to fire it off when you fire it off, since you're readying it?
Thunder.
Okay. Good to know.
Why would you not just attack it? It's gonna do something.
Let me have my
It goes
moment.
next. It goes next.
It does go next.
And he's gonna yell to Kieran and go, "Hit the skeletons with your pretty lights!"
Okay. You yell that. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right. It's Lagos' turn. The dragon is going to come right down. And it is going to make... It is going to use its multi-attack ability to attack Sox with a bite, a claw, and a tail in that exact order.
Cool.
Ah. Well, that's 12.
Nope.
All right. That's 13. I'm just counting up.
That's on me. That's on.
So
That's on my
13
AC.
hits. So the bite misses. This claw is gonna hit you,
Okay.
and that's a D8. So let me roll a D8 real quick. What? And then what's it plus? That hits you for 9,
Okay.
and then the tail. That's 12. And
No.
yeah. So the tail swoops over your head as you're stumbling from the claw attack hitting you.
And I believe that procs my. I believe that procs anything.
What?
I believe that procs my anything.
It does proc your anything. So fire off a chromatic orb at this thing.
And that
Your
is
action, sir.
That is 19.
19 hits.
All right.
Roll for damage.
That's 6. That's 6. That's 1, and that's 2. So I can do math. That's 15.
15.
That is 15. So as you kind of reel back from this sudden clawing you got, you fire off your chromatic orb that was readied in your hand, and this little boom of thunder happens as it slams into this thing. And you can tell that definitely did more damage than you'd initially expected it to do.
Fun.
But the dragon is otherwise nonplussed. All right, so now we have, after Sox, we have Archibald, who, having stood back up after his first round, is going to, despite the urging of Socrates, move 2 closer and fire again.
Fire what?
Wouldn't you like to know, dog boy? I'm sorry, it was just right there.
Title of this episode, Wouldn't You Like to Know, Dog Boy?
We'll make a series of...
That hit me in 2 wins because it was initially funny, and then I thought of the "Wouldn't you like to know Weather Boy" video, and that's what made me laugh more.
Yeah, he's just gonna fucking hit it with magic missile again, which means I have to do math again. God damn it!
That's 13 this time.
Yeah, that's 13 this time. Give me 1 second to do the dice rolling on that.
Archibald just fucking kills himself. Like,
all right, can I just roll my dice, please?
Episode 7, Dungeon and Dragon.
Dungeon and Dragon. My God. You guys are ridiculous.
Thank you.
Like that Rob Dyrdek show.
Ridiculousness.
No, that's ridiculousness.
The greatest theme song of all
So,
time. Just
Archibald-
yeah.
Archibald fires off another barrage of magic missiles, and this dragon is just assaulted for 33 damage. But then Archibald drops to his knees as he takes 11 points of damage and is sincerely fucked up, you can tell.
Archibald, stop!
Well, Twig's turn.
Twing's punching the skeleton again.
Yeah! Punch the skeletons! Woo!
Oh, 15?
15 hits.
Ah, thank God.
Roll for damage.
That is 10 damage again.
10 damage? Well, it's a good thing that is enough. You punch this thing square in the face, and as the energy of the thunder kind of reverberates through it, it basically vaporizes the bone that you made contact with, and the skeleton just crumbles to bits.
Stepping over the bones, I'm gonna advance onto the dragon.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. You've advanced upon the dragon.
And then that'll be my turn, because that's all I can do.
Oh. It's the last skeleton's turn. The one man left. What will he do? He's gonna fire an arrow.
Commit tax fraud.
He's gonna fire an arrow at really the only person he has got a clean line of sight on, Archibald.
Fuck your wife.
The one time I rolled well. Gonna hit.
I hope he doesn't die. He's right here.
I can.
Oh no.
Okay, that is that. Plus.
This is like getting killed by a stormtrooper.
Hey, plenty of people got killed by stormtroopers.
Crowd, do you want to remove the search bar from the top?
I do. People want to know that I look for things, you know?
Do they?
I look for things. I'm interested in things.
I look for a purpose in life.
God, if
Okay, Noah.
Archibald
No
takes
wonder
an
the fish
arrow
are
to the shoulder, and he falls to the ground unconscious. Archibald gets to make death roast.
Yay!
What a fun little symbol there.
Cool.
And that's Dolus's turn now.
Alright, well, Dolus is going to, he peeks out from behind, hit the pillar he was hiding behind, sees Archibald get shot and knocked unconscious, and he's going to quickly, as fast as he can, fly over to Archibald and start trying to bring him back.
Okay, diagonal good.
How many spaces did I move? Because I have 50 feet flying speed.
So,
Would I be able to take him all the way back?
Do you want to take him?
I'm gonna try. I don't think I'll be able to take him all the way back because that would slow my movement. But I'll start taking him back behind that pillar.
Okay, so we'll say you get him 10 feet down.
Mm-hmm.
Are you? And if you're gonna do that, that's gonna be your action. I won't have you stabilize at the same. Okay,
Yeah.
So he is still in death rolls, but he's being dragged towards safety. And now it is Kieran's turn.
Whoa. And that's not
Whoa.
great. That's and I'm gonna use
Whoa,
bonus
just
action.
take it easy, man.
Bonus action. Healing light to wake him back up. He gets D6. He gets 2 health. So he's awake.
2 health.
He's awake.
Archibald, being dragged currently by Dolus, suddenly just goes.
Hey kid, you've done great, but I think backlines a bit more.
All right.
Yeah,
What do
the
you want to
pillar
do?
guy.
You still have movement and action.
He is definitely older than you.
Absolutely. Kieran's 19. I will use my Eldritch Blast on... I really don't want to lose my hex. I'm going to Eldritch Blast the dragon.
Oh yes, before I forget.
Oh wait, no. Socks said to Eldritch... Yeah, I'll Eldritch Blast the skeleton. The skeleton I can see then. Because Socks told me to. So Eldritch Blast on skeleton.
All right,
18.
Eldritch. That hits. Roll for damage.
10.
This is the first time the skeleton has been hit, though. So you Eldritch Blast it, and you take off. You take off some bones, but it's still standing, and it's still got its bow in its hands. You want to use any of your movement?
No. I'll go in front of the pillar, just because I know there's like a very weak man there, so I want to like just kind of go in front of them a little bit.
Okay.
And yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Right there. All right. Up next is Lotus with her bird's eye view.
I want to take a step off of the pillar that I'm on, essentially, and I just want to dive down and try and attack the skeleton.
Okay,
With my
just
spear.
have you dive off the side of the pillar here. And go ahead and make an attack.
That's a 22.
That hits! Roll for damage.
That is 6 damage.
6 damage. The skeleton, as you bring your spear down on it, just completely shatters into bones. It has been defeated.
And then I'm going to turn to the dragon. And I'm going to fly over, and I'm going to flurry of blows.
All right, flurry of blows. Make your 2 unarmed strikes.
That is a 15 and a natural 1.
Neither of those hit. Neither. In fact, after that natural 1, you kind of lose your footing, or you lose your flighting.
I'm gonna lose my
You,
flighting.
you stumble a bit. You are now, you have caught the attention of the dragon by doing so.
Hi, popcorn.
Popcorn?
Popcorn.
Do you want to do anything else with your turn?
Nope.
Why does Lotus know what popcorn is?
Popcorn is?
Doesn't know what a
Sucks.
pomegranate is, but knows what popcorn is.
Raiden had movie night.
Yeah.
You know,
Cryo.
they watched Godzilla vs. Kong.
There's movies, but not light switches?
No, there's not movie.
Cryo.
Anything else?
No,
Socks?
okay.
It's your turn.
Are you ready for my most complicated turn?
God damn it, yes.
Great. Socks is going to take one back. He is going to activate his Tides of Chaos
His hump.
to give him advantage,
Okay,
and he's going to quicken his spell.
okay.
And he is going to fire Chromatic Orb with advantage. Doesn't matter, it's a nat 20.
Okay.
That is a second level Chromatic Orb, by the way. So, after he does that, you want me to go ahead and roll...
Roll Chromatic Orb first before you do anything.
Yeah. Does that mean I roll 8 of them? Because it's double dice?
Yeah, it does.
I'm just gonna go ahead and use my lovely... I'm gonna go ahead and use D&D Beyond for this one. That's 37 damage.
God damn.
And then, for Socks' action, he is going to voluntarily transform.
What?
Oh yeah!
Alright, you're going
Now-
fucking wolf.
Now we all
Does
have
any
to
of
do
us
that.
know?
He's going furry.
Socks, you want to describe it, Cryo?
So as the intensity of the situation really hits Socks, he decides he wants a bit of a close range advantage. So he just sort of lets the adrenaline get to him, and you all watch as that same transformation you saw on the ship starts to happen. He gets claws. He gets sort of a violent like maw as his teeth sharpen and his pointed ears get hair. He reaches a point where he looks like he's about halfway through turning into a full werewolf, and then he stops and he howls upwards once.
And he yells at the dragon, "Don't touch them again!"
Bad dog? Bad dog?
That's your turn.
That's my
though.
action.
Yeah. Do you want to use any of your movement now that you're a fucking wolf?
I want to take one step forward.
Okay.
Right into his face.
You take one step forward, Mr. Wolfman.
Mr.
And-
Wolfman.
That's your turn. And now it's Archibald's turn. Hooray! Archibald is literally just gonna get out of Dolus' arms and rush over behind this pillar. And gives Dolus kind of like a thumbs up as he like collapses and holds his chest.
Dolus just kind of like nods at him.
All right, and then we'll go right on to Twink.
I think you can guess that I'm gonna punch the dragon.
I'm gonna punch it. Punch it.
I would like to punch the dragon, please.
Does an 18 hit?
That hits.
Ooh, that's good damage. 11 thunder damage.
11 thunder damage. As you punch it, the echoous boom of the thunder kind of reverberates through the stone bits of the bone and stone dragon, and it takes more damage than you would have expected that punch to do.
It also has disadvantage on any attack not against me.
Fantastic. I love Twink. Twink's great. So yeah. And now we are looped back around because there are no more skeletons that get to move to Dolus. Dolus, what would you like to do?
Can Dolus fly to a point where he is how tall is the dragon?
The dragon's about 20 feet tall.
Would
it's clearly not a full-size dragon.
Would I be able to fly to be right above it?
Cryo, I hate to ask this, but did you skip the dragon's turn?
No?
Doesn't he go right after me?
Ooh.
Didn't
did.
it attack you and then you did your whatever you do thing?
Mm-mm.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't attack.
That was the last
I
round.
messed up. I skipped. It got punched.
Oh.
You know, I'll just eat that. It's a boss. It's not. I'm gonna be
eats
really.
those.
It's not close to dead yet. It'll hit you more. It'll hit you.
Scared him, and he got faltered with him.
10, 15, 20.
Yeah, after getting railed by 13 magic missiles.
You can get above it.
How far are people from me?
Depends. You can get this far with your flight, so you can get a solid 10 feet between you and anybody else.
And I'm also 20 feet above them.
Yes. So you're a solid 25 to 30 feet away from anyone.
Cool. I'd like to cast Thunderwave.
Fucking do it, boy.
I can. All right, I'll do it, and that will take 3 d8s because of my genie.
Do I have to make any saving throws?
Well, oh yeah, sorry, I didn't. It has Constitution saving throw.
Whoop, whoop. It did not succeed that.
Cool.
That dragon just did not move because
I rolled a
it
2.
got railed.
I rolled a 2. It did not
Yeah.
succeed that.
Okay, so 3 d8s, 7, 5, 4.
7, 5, and 4. So 16.
16 thunder damage.
It again, as the thunder goes off, those stone bits shake loose really heavily. It seems like you've hit it a lot harder than you'd planned to. And because it failed that save, it is going to be pushed. It is going to be pushed downwards.
Mm-hmm. Just like squooshed.
So the dragon is now. Not prone, but it's as close to a dragon kneeling as you can imagine it would be. Dolus, do you want to do anything else with your turn?
I can't do any I can't do any more movement.
No.
Okay, I'll have my turn then.
All
I'm
right.
just floating above it now.
That is your turn. Then up next is Kieran.
Kieran will keep rotating to the right, just about 4 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay.
And another Eldritch Blast, just a glow of white and purple energy.
And that
Eldritch
ranged
Blast
attack.
for 21.
That hits.
Bleh.
Good rolls, guys.
It's
Fine.
gonna catch up to us. 17.
17 takes 17 damage. All right. You slam into this thing for 17 damage.
And I believe.
You believe. What do you believe?
I believe.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
That will be the end of my turn. I've got no bonus action here.
Okay. That was your turn. Which means Lotus is up.
Stab.
Stab. Stab it.
Stab.
Stab it.
That is a 17.
17 hits. 17. Now that you guys have rolled 16, 17, and 18 consecutively, and 16 didn't work, and 17 and 18 work, I will reveal that its AC is 17.
Cool.
Hooray.
I did 8 damage.
You did 8 damage. All right. Anything else you're doing?
I'm going to use my last key point to do Flurry of Blows.
Hit it, girl.
Play that funky music, Pigeon Girl.
That's
Wham, bam.
11 and 22.
So the 22 hits.
And I also... So that does 7 damage, and I also want to try knocking it prone.
You want to try and knock it fully prone.
Yeah,
Grant, it is pretty low to the ground.
it is
It
Dex
is.
saving throw DC of 13.
I'm flipping between a bunch of pages here. Give me 1 sec.
Please.
You knock the fucking giant stone bone dragon over on its side.
Yes!
Cut its tail!
You Monster Hunter. I couldn't get us away from Monster Hunter. I'm sorry.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, Rock Man?
Can I grab one of its legs and just pull it
If
from
that's
under
how
it?
you want to knock it down, then yes. As you punch it and chip some stone off, Lotus, using the momentum, just grabs this leg and sweeps the leg as efficiently as you can to a dragon that's 20 fucking feet tall. And it collapses down in between all of you.
So we'll get advantage on to hit, right?
You
Is
will
it prone?
get advantage to hit because it is officially prone.
It's like, oh, I can't believe that worked! Huh?
Sucks.
Any
It
range
is
attack- any range
less.
attack is disadvantage.
Hmm?
Range attacks are disadvantaged for prone targets.
They are disadvantaged.
Is it my turn?
It is Sox's turn.
Sox is going to immediately go toward its head, and he is going to claw it.
Make that claw attack.
You know what? Thank God for advantage, because that went from a 7 to a 22.
Well, 22 hits, so claw it.
And that is 5 damage.
5 damage. Fantastic. You just bring your claws right down on the skull and kind of sink into this bone and scrape away a chunk. Anything else you want to do?
I wish I could say yes, but I can't do more than 1 attack until level 6.
Hey, roll wild magic.
Joke's on you, I can't cast magic while I'm a wolf.
You use Tides of Chaos.
I did,
you can
actually.
Roll
That
wild
could just-
magic anytime
That can
I
just
want.
pull off of me. That's fine, it's an 8. Wait, I'm already at 2 points. No, yeah, we're fine.
You're good. 5 is your new lose here, so you're good. You're good. So it is now the dragon's turn, and it is going to use. You can still attack while you're prone, yeah?
Is that disadvantage?
No, you have to get up. You're just at disadvantage. should really read these things. I'm a DM. I should really read these. We'll judge me later, though. There's a dragon attacking you right now. And it doesn't matter that it used the lower of those two rolls because one of them was 18 and one of them was 16. So it is attacking Socks still because it doesn't like Socks.
I didn't do nothing.
He knows you personally.
I know.
And you also turned
I
into
know.
a fucking werewolf. Yeah, he's gonna bite you since you're right in front of his mouth.
Cool.
So let's roll damage for the bite real quick.
Try me.
I did also tell you about those rolls were, so if you want to, I mean, you can't shield or anything, so I guess that
Nope.
doesn't matter.
Cool.
Fantastic. That is going to be 11 damage.
That is piercing, correct?
You are resistant to piercing damage. So you have that damage, boy. Takes 5.
Don't mind if I do.
Goes to bite you in your new thick werewolf skin. It doesn't quite catch.
That's rough.
It is, while it's on the ground thrashing, it's gonna swing its tail around and up at Dolus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, he's like
Long tail.
coming around.
You coming around.
Pizza tonight?
Do we want pizza? That's a question that should not be raised right now.
So sorry.
I mean,
away.
yeah. That's
No, roll for
16. But wait, no, I have disadvantage. Never mind. That's what's the bonus on the tail? That's 14.
Oh, that hits barely.
The tail hits. The tail. And that's D8. Well, okay. You take 5 damage as this tail whomps into you.
Cool. I'd like to, as that tail hits, Dolus's necklace starts glowing, and I'd like to activate Rebuke of the Talisman. And
Yo,
it
what?
would now it
Yeah.
takes 2 psychic damage, and usually it would be pushed 10 feet away, but it's on the ground below me, so I don't really know how that works.
It does not get pushed anywhere. It just takes 2 points of damage.
Just looks like gravity's coming down on it more.
He's feeling a little bit oomph. Alright, well, he's still got one more attack in him. And so his claws are going to come at Twink, because Twink is within range. He's got disadvantage, though. First one is 16.
It's advantage. Or not advantage, it's regular.
Disadvantage.
It's
Oh,
regular. Because
Is it a regular?
you're attacking me.
But he's prone.
Oh, right. It's disadvantage because Twink punched him, and so he's disadvantage on rolls other than
Other than Twink.
Twink. Yeah, but he's attacking Twink. So 16.
That it.
16 hits. And a claw is going to be D8 again. I'm so sorry, Twink. You are hit for 14 points of damage. As this claw just rips into your guardian armor.
Well,
Alright.
Alright.
okay.
And now it's Archibald's turn. And you know what Archibald is gonna do? Nothing, because he has 2 points of health. So it is
Smart.
Twink's turn.
I wonder what Twink's gonna do.
I think he's gonna punch the dragon.
Don't tell him what to do.
Yeah, Twink's gonna punch the dragon.
Okay.
Alright, Twink, roll to punch the dragon.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
For 7 thunder damage.
7 thunder damage, and again, that does more than you thought. You punch your fist down on the claw that just hit you, and you take off chunks of bone and stone. And this dragon's actually starting to look a little beat up. It's starting to look a little worse for wear, but it's not dead yet. Twink, would you like to do anything else with your turn?
Nope, that's all I can do.
All right, Dolus, you're back.
Dolus is just gonna do an Eldritch Blast at it just below it.
Okay. Make a ranged attack.
Yes, sir. Ooh, that is 16.
16
Yeah.
does not hit. 17 is the AC.
Damn. Well, Nolan's gonna fly like another 10. He's gonna fly another like 20 feet up. It's out of range of the tail.
Out of range of the tail?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have.
That will be an attack of opportunity with the tail whacking you as you go out. See, that will take you out of its range.
Well, I mean, it's either get hit with the tail now or get hit with the tail later. So.
All right. I'll roll.
Don't forget, ranged attacks have disadvantage while it's still down. I mean, you wouldn't have hit anyway, but...
No, you're right.
Yeah, so that was a nat 1. So that tail just kind of swooshes by you as you fly up away from it.
You forgot the third option. Don't get hit with the tail.
You are now clear of the tail in a solid, 25 feet above. Like, you are above this thing out of its range now.
Cool.
Is that your turn?
Wait, okay, so I'm 25 feet above it, and it's, like, down on the ground.
Yeah, because you flew
If
like
it were
another
to
10
stand
feet
up, I would only be, like, 5 feet above it?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to fly another, like, 10, 15 feet
You want
up.
to use your movement to just make sure you're totally out of this thing's range?
Well, my
even
movement
if
is 50 feet. I'm not going to fly 50 feet in the air, but I'm just going to go another 15.
Okay, well then you are up significantly out of this thing's range. You will be safe even if it stands up.
Cool.
All right.
That's my turn.
That's you. That's Kieran. You're up next.
Oh, okay. So it didn't stand up on its own turn.
It did not stand up. It just attacked as it was laying on the ground.
Okay, so I would have disadvantage unless. Okay, I'm gonna roll like a glimmer of light, and I will cast Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame.
You roll Dex save.
You roll a Dex save with Sacred Flame. 14 is the save. Fantastic. Thank you for informing me. Did you gave me disadvantage on Dex, didn't you? With the hex?
No.
Oh,
No, intelligence.
Yes.
Right. Doesn't matter because I rolled 12.
Oh yes. Okay.
So 1d8 of radiant damage.
Yes. Ooh. Plus my hex. Ooh, 13.
13. Now, in that moment, expecting this bone creature to take extra radiant damage because it seems to be undead, it surprisingly seems to take exactly the amount of damage you would expect. There seems to be no extra womp to it at all.
Fuck. It's definitely not undead. And that I will run 3 squares closer and end my turn. Very Yu-Gi-Oh! And I end my turn. Yeah.
And I end my turn. Lotus?
Draw.
You know how warlocks have Eldritch Blast as their staple? Lotus staple is stab.
Oh.
Stab it.
Before then, 2 questions. Did it get up?
It did not get up. It is still on the ground.
Are you doing flanking?
But
Given,
I believe we said in the past that it was no.
Yeah, no, we're not going to flank.
Okay, I stab.
It's okay. So yeah, stab it.
I mean, you still have advantage, but
yeah, like it's on the ground,
Oh.
so you
yeah, melee attacks against prone is still advantage.
Doesn't matter. 15 and a 12.
well,
And then-
you don't hit it. All right, bop it. This big dragon is writhing in front of you. Your spear just kind of clinks into the ground next to it.
This really has Monster Hunter energy.
And then you deck it. And then you deck it in that leg you just pulled down.
8 damage.
Did you roll advantage for that as well?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Just in case you get the nat 20.
That's not a nat 20.
She did not give the nat 20.
All right, well, it takes 8 damage.
Yeah.
And you punch a piece of bone off this thing as your fist comes down.
Ow.
Anything else you'd like to do, Miss Stab and Miss Punch?
Yeah, that's it.
All right,
Those are my
Fox.
next 2 characters, Miss Stab and Miss Punch.
Mr. Wolfman.
Dog boy.
I want you to take a wild guess.
Are you gonna claw it?
I'm gonna claw this fucking dragon.
Claw the dragon. Make the attack.
All right, 18 for the first go and 19 for the second. So definitely hitting.
Hit.
And Sox is gonna claw down on it and grab and just through a gruff voice just go, Logos, call off your dragon! As he pulls the claws down its side.
Did you roll for what the damage on those claws was?
I did not. I should.
You should.
That's
Very dramatic moment.
6 total.
6? Alright, you begin clawing into this thing. It's starting to look like it's having a bit of trouble holding itself together. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
I can't.
Oh, you can do one thing. You can roll wild magic.
Okay. It's 13. We're okay. I thought that said 3.
Fantastic. All right. It's the dragon's turn again, and this time it's gonna get up.
Oh. I forgot to do one thing.
What?
I forgot my regeneration.
Oh yeah, you heal a little.
I get 4 points back.
Hooray! So yeah, no. It fucking stands up and kind of looks down at all of you. And it's gonna use its legendary action to make a wing attack. So, as these wings spread out, made of just stone and bone and magic, it beats them down once really hard. And I need you all to make a dexterity saving throw.
All?
All. You are all within range of this right now.
What?
Yeah. I failed.
So 14.
I got a nat 20. I don't get it. Doesn't matter.
So we got one nat 20.
18.
We have 10. What'd you get, Noah?
14.
What did you get, Twink?
Failure.
Kieran, what was that again?
18.
18. The only two who succeed are Kieran and Dolus, as this thing just makes a giant cyclone of rushing wind from the beat of its wings. And everybody who failed is now prone and needs to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is that 3 for me?
You're resistant to bludgeoning in wolf form? Then yeah, take 3. I'm like, all the damage of that type is halved, so yeah.
Okay.
That's me.
And you know what? That is actually going to be its turn.
Cool.
So after the dragon Archibald's just out. Archibald's kind of leads over the pillar. He sees you all kind of get knocked over by the wind. And he's like, you guys need help?
No magic!
Dolus calls out from the sky.
Okay, then it's Twink's turn.
I'm gonna punch it.
From the ground, from prone on the ground.
I mean, I'll stand up first, but then I'm gonna punch it.
Okay, punch it.
Cool.
Okay,
How does having your movement speed work if you have like an odd number?
round down. D&D, whenever you have something, round down.
Okay.
But is it round down to the nearest 5 or 10?
Yeah, that's like, so since he has 25, would he have 10 movement speed or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He would have 10.
Cool.
Because movement speed always goes by 5s.
I miss with my punch.
Oh no!
So that's my turn.
In the wobbliness of being hit by the wind, you just can't throw off a good punch, and you miss. And Dolus, it's your turn again.
Okay. I'm gonna fire an Eldritch Blast.
Fire an Eldritch Blast straight down at it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah! He's gone!
Oh no!
He turned into a chair. Oh my god,
He's okay, but that has to be how we come back from like the technical difficulties. It has to be just, oh, he's back. Ah!
Hi, Ian.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened, but
You reconnected, but you weren't there, so we just
yeah, I got a phone call like while everything was down. So I was like, I'm just gonna walk away.
Yeah, you reconnected
No,
with
roll
just your empty
magic.
chair.
Okay. What's my fail?
5.
4.
Oh no.
Hey!
That's not good.
Now I get to roll for what you do.
I'm gonna laugh if it's one of the goofy ones. Like nothing, like something really stupid happens in the middle of this.
A pane of glass appears.
A window?
Yeah, a window.
Window? Can we open it?
Is it magical?
Okay.
While the
Quick,
dragon,
10 minutes to inspect this window.
while the dragon is window.
The dragon is interested in the window too.
Throw it as a distraction. Play fetch. Play fetch.
Oh
with
no.
our-
Oh,
What do you mean? Oh no!
I mean, oh no. Because who's currently within 30 feet of you?
Not
Everyone except Archibald.
And
Hey.
Dolus is like way up in the sky.
Yeah, Dolus is safe. Okay. Okay.
Is it a fireball?
Okay. No, it's not a fireball. Just every creature within 30 feet of him is about to take 4 d10s of lightning damage.
What?
Yo, you all take 8 fucking lightning damage. As Sox's fur just goes all staticky and then just arcs out at all of you.
Cool. Twink's unconscious.
Not for long.
Shit. Whose turn is it?
Hi, it's my turn.
It's Nolus's turn. He was Eldritch blasting it before we disconnected.
Yeah, so
The dragon too, right?
Oh, the dragon took it too.
Okay, just making sure.
That's everything.
cool. So let me roll this Eldritch Blast now.
Yes,
That is 18.
that hits.
Okay, D10. Shit, that's not a D10. D10. That is 9. It takes 9
It
damage.
takes 9 points of damage. Can you specify a body part you're aiming at real quick?
Neck.
The neck. You
Yeah.
take off a solid chunk of material at the neck of this thing. It clearly that extra woomph. It's starting to kind of fall apart.
Cool. That's gonna end Dolus's turn. That's all
right,
I can
Kieran,
remember.
you're up.
In the air.
Kieran, you just got electrocuted.
Since when can the dragon fire lightning? And why do you people keep falling asleep? Bonus action, healing light on Twink. He heals 5. Twink is back awake.
Twink, you are awake again. After after electricity stopped your heart briefly, you have awoken. Feeling a little tingly.
Can they tell it came from Socks?
Yes, you lit up like a fucking Christmas tree and then electrocuted them.
Oh, okay.
Anyone paying attention could tell that it was from you.
For my turn, I will Old Reliable Eldritch Blast. Is it still prone?
No, it stood up. It stood up and then used its legendary action. But you are point blank, so you.
I will step back. I will step back one thing.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go. Now you can cast without problem.
Yeah. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Yep. And that's 11 plus. Nope, that's the wrong die. 12.
You hit it for 12.
Yes.
Would you like to specify a body part that you are hitting?
I'll just quickly jump back and aim for one of its legs.
All right. You blast out its front left leg. The whole leg just kind of collapses, and this thing growls at all of you. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
Use my remaining action or remaining movement to get as far back as possible. So I probably 25 feet.
You'll get attack of opportunity.
Oh, well. Oh, that's true. So I won't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just stand around then.
All right, you're gonna stand right there next to that fallen over junk.
Yeah.
Okay, Lotus, you're up.
As I'm getting up, I want to stab.
All right, you get up and you stab. As you
That's
do.
the wrong thing.
That is the wrong thing that you rolled.
But
But it hit. Well, you know what? You did it backwards, but we'll take it. You hit it for 10 points of damage.
Ray was calling her shots.
You stab the spear into one of like the back left leg where you're near.
And then I want to use that momentum to like pull myself towards it and scratch it with my talons.
All right, hit it with your talons.
That is a 16. It doesn't hit.
It doesn't hit. Your talons kind of scrape off of the stone. You can tell you feel like your talons might be a bit sharper, but they didn't really do any damage. Anything else? Socks, you're up.
How's this thing looking?
It's looking pretty rough. It just lost half of its neck and one of its legs.
Cool. So I'm gonna take one step back, bonus revert, and fire a chromatic orb with thunder.
All right, so you take a step back and suddenly you steam briefly as all of your werewolf features vanish. And then you immediately cast chromatic orb.
Mm-hmm. And that's 18.
18 hits.
All right. That is a 1. Great. That is a 7. And that is a 3. So 11? No. Yes? Yeah, 11.
Yeah, 173. That is 11. So you
Thunder.
You hit it, and again, it does significantly more damage than you thought. Where do you want to hit it?
Oh, right in the fucking face.
You hit it right in the face, and a huge chunk of this dragon skull just kind of caves off. But it's still there. It just looks really fucked now. Anything else?
That's all I got.
I've
been burning.
All right. It is the dragon's turn now. The dragon is not going to move any direction you can see on the grid, but it's going to flap its wings again, and it is going to take flight, and it is going to attack Dolus.
Opportunity?
You will get an opportunity melee attack. Yes, you,
I
Lotus,
have my
and
sword.
Twink.
Okay.
I do not. No, you won't actually. You stepped back.
Oh, right, yeah.
So
Doesn't matter. I didn't hit anyway.
Lotus and Twink get opportunity attacks.
I hit it.
You hit it?
Yeah.
How much you hit it for?
I hit it for 8 damage, thunder damage.
Thunder damage, that does double damage. As you're taking off and you punch this thing, you just take off the rightmost back leg as it takes off. But it is just, it has literal like bits crumbling off of it. But it comes at Dolus.
Does it have disadvantage still for like the twink thing?
It does.
It does. It
It
doesn't
wouldn't have-
matter.
if I didn't hit it there, it wouldn't have, but
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter because I had a bad roll. So that's initial bite. Does not hit you. The claw. First roll. Second roll is... The lowest one of those two is 15.
Oh, that hits.
The claw hits you. It can no longer attack you with its tail, though.
Yeah.
Because it's flying. 8 and 3. You take 11.
Oh. Well, with that claw, Dolus drops.
Just whacks you out of the air.
Yeah. He swipes at me
Mark
and I
one of
drop.
those death rolls down already from the impact of Dolus hitting the ground.
Cool.
And then it's going to roar out to the sky and look down at all of you as it flaps its wings, and that is going to be its turn. And Archibald, seeing Dolus fall to the ground, goes, "Are you sure we don't need magic?"
Are you willing to die?
That's a good question. Now it's Twink's turn. Archibald's
How,
not gonna
how
move.
far off the ground is it?
It is a solid 20 feet off the ground because it flew high up enough to hit Dolus.
You have a cannon.
He has a cannon barrel.
He's got other
Oh,
stuff
good.
too. Don't underestimate Mr. Twink. He's still got like all his slots too.
So it's 20 feet above me.
Yeah.
So technically that's... Is it...
We'll just call it 25 feet if you want to get specific about angles.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna cast Magic Missile at it then.
Fuck yeah.
A magic missile!
Hey,
You cannot
roll your
punch
damage real quick. He's going. He's doing it.
I love how you can hear all of the dice.
He's got a bin.
special dice.
I had to find the D4s. They're at the bottom because I never use them.
Oh,
Fair enough. Yeah, not a lot of DM rolls require them.
Okay, that's gonna be 13 damage.
Hey, Twink.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Oh yeah. So what parts of them are left?
It's still got its back left leg, its front right leg, its tail, its wings, and half of its head.
So we're gonna go boom boom to both of the wings, and then the last one's gonna go straight through the head.
All right. This huge dragon, as it roars down at you all, Twink, the tiny gnome, slams together his thunder gauntlets, holds his hands out, and the beautiful blue bolts of magic missile slam off one wing and then the other, and then as gravity finally hits this thing and it starts coming down, the third one goes clean through the head, and it just falls to pieces between you all. And you are all out of initiative.
I'm running straight to Dolus.
I will also do that because I want to. I don't want any of us to be asleep if we need to fight again.
All right, there's a brief moment of calm. Are you going to stabilize and heal Dolus?
Yeah, I'll chuck a healing hands onto him.
All right, roll for how much you're healing.
No, that's just 3.
Oh, it's just flat. All right,
Yeah,
Dolus,
flat 3.
you wake up very sore on the ground, surrounded by just stone and rubble.
cool.
Lotus is running to him and then just dropping to her knees beside him and is like, all right, Dolus, are you okay?
Oh, my hands on
Dolus
my shoulder.
And Dolus is just like sitting there in like in the middle of these like rocks, and then he'd like coughs. I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Is it over?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is Sock still a werewolf?
No, he reverted.
Okay,
Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah.
So I needed to know.
But yeah.
Yeah, Dolus,
So
like, is it over?
right as he asks that, you hear someone coughing and sputtering, and out of some stone nearby, Lagos stands up and goes, I hit you with everything! And he kind of collapses to his knees.
Sox is gonna stumble over to him and go and just grab him by the shoulders. And it still wasn't enough. Because you
Alex
didn't
looks up at
listen.
you, and he points over to one of the like half-destroyed mechanisms that's been laying about this battlefield this whole time, and he goes, "Just turn the knob." Then he like kind of just like passes out.
And Sox just drops him. And he looks at him for a second. And just sadness washes over him. knowing that the product of him, even though it's not the Empire and it's not someone who's hunting him, has become darkness.
God damn, this is getting fucking deep.
It was one of his students!
Fair. Alright, what are you gonna do?
He sulks and just walks over and twists the knob that Lagos had pointed at.
The moment you twist the knob, all of the fog stops spiraling in that huge tunnel around you and just starts falling as a really light rain all around you. It's really quiet. You start to see the island spread out around you. It's all that same just stone basalt. And then suddenly you can see further than that. You can see the boat at the beach. You can see the ship as it starts to clear. You hear a bunch of cheering from the ship. And then you start to see all of those rock arches out as far as you can see in every direction.
Dolus kind of stands up and he kind of like limps over like near Lagos, and he just like looks at Socks. He's like, what do we do about him?
Lotus is walking over with her spear.
Kieran wants to walk over because Kieran needs something.
Oh
Dolus
boy.
like holds out his hand like when Lotus like has her spear. He's like, no.
Out of nowhere, Twink just jumps off one of the pillars and gives him an elbow. People
God! Make a fucking melee attack roll.
He loses a death saving throw for this.
God damn it. Technically my guardian armor is still active, so I'm gonna say that's a 15.
You fucking elbow drop him from above, and as you all watch Twink come down on this man, you hear a very sickening crack.
Oh.
And Lagos stops breathing.
Can I search his body for a spell book?
Go right the fuck ahead, he's dead.
I'll roll investigation.
Twink.
I imagine Noah's look right now is Socks' look.
Dolus is looking down at Twink, who just elbow dropped him, and Kieran looting his body in just like he has like a face
Socks
of disgust.
rushes over to Lagos who goes, No!
Dirty 20.
Fix him!
Oh, should I? It'll wake him up.
Yes.
Okay. And I will use my last healing light to wake him up.
Alright.
Wait, actually, can I choose whether or not that wakes him up?
No.
No.
Okay, he's awake.
Conscious.
He's awake.
He shoots awake, and he immediately just like grabs at Twink, who's like right next to him.
Did I find the spell book before that though? Because I searched him first.
What was your investigation roll?
Dirty 20.
You indeed did find a spellbook on him.
Into my cloak.
So he said he grabs Twink?
Yeah.
You also found about 10 gold.
That wasn't what I was after, but I'll
He
take
grabs at you.
And I look at him and I go, I told you I'd be adding Foglord Slayer to my titles.
Kind of coughs, and he looks at you all, and he just goes, "Leave me alone. Just leave me alone." He kind of like flops back on the ground. Now Archibald at this moment leans around the pillar, and he goes, "So, magic?"
No. Dolus
Okay.
is gonna kind of like bend down to Twink, and he's gonna like just put his hand on his shoulder, and he's gonna say, I think the Fog Lord has been slain.
I agree.
Twice even.
Socks crouches
Two
down next
times,
to Lagos
really.
and goes, Why?
And he goes, "I just wanted to be left alone." And he's like, "And now I just..."
Nothing came through.
He goes, "Now I just want to be gone." And right as he says that, the island you're on suddenly shifts and starts sinking. And Archibald shouts, "Guys, we've got an issue."
Didn't they? Dolus kind of like looks up and he looks out at the pillars real quick. He's like, didn't they say these were at the bottom of the ocean?
The pillars are all kind of whipping and undulating. But they're going down.
I think we need to go.
I will.
Sox looks at Lagos for one moment and then runs to Archibald, who he knows is still really fucked up.
Can you fly properly?
Can I fly properly?
You can fly properly. You're good.
Yeah. Like, yes.
All right. You all make your escape rapidly down the side of this island, leaving Lagos alone on the top of it. As you know, like all these pillars rising and shaking, you suddenly realize that they are on the tops and backs of giant tentacles that keep coming up and slapping down into the water.
Oh. You said it was raining?
Yeah, the rain is probably dissipated by now. The fog has broken.
What is the weather currently?
Clear.
Okay.
So
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
you all watch as these giant tentacles start slipping down further under the water, just as you all get to the rowboat. And Eggold goes, "Okay, this is normal. This is normal."
This is normal?
No, this is not normal. This is not normal. And he starts rowing immediately as soon as you're in the boat. And the temple just sinks under the ocean. And there's all of the sounds of everything sinking and the shaking and everything. It dies out. And you're just there on the ocean. Same as ever.
Cool.
And we're going to end the session on this moment where you revel in the fantastic fight you just had. The horrific thing you've seen, and you are all going to go up to level 4.
Hey!
Yay!
Yay!
All right.
That's
Thank you,
pretty
everybody,
fun.
for watching. This was great. I loved this. I can't wait for next time. Bye!
Why? Why?
Roll out magic!
No!